Well, I was have a moment. Good evening. Near Kwaba, Jasu Media. So we're live on OK 101.7 FM. And your partner radio stations at Daroma. Make us say we're live on High Life Radio of Virginia. We're live on Kings Jersey Radio. We're New Jersey. We're live also and NASPA Media. We're UK London. We're live also at NASPA Media or France and after Belgium. TMA. Good evening. We got you FM. So Blazer Tony Law on any team. I'm gonna pick live. Walk cooking to me. Make us say the about somebody can see my production team. No, Mr. Kujo Hansen, DJ All Black, and answer. Good evening, and come out, baby. I will be because I didn't more shit. It's unnecessary. I can. If I'm a Vim lady, and I will be talking about Bandai, but we'll also be talking about the biggest issue on the block, which is NPP for primaries. They say they are the hey, and you the Canada Japan camp versus the Bawumia camp. Enye better. Obiate tibia man young konya sem ketwakra. I think that last week semukaya asema me catch him said the kind of damage Bawumia team no e dey adwa safo be ye Canada Japan team no e be hit you man pass wa hit you. But I think damage oman coach adwa safo yie. Oman coach adwa safo yie because adwa safo asem na okan ye no it is going to the advantage of Canada Japan, which I don't think was the intention of Bawumia team no. So omu coach address of year and kasa problem no emma because asama address of can say Canada Japan the oba or my family and friends na mimi say mommy position and no chance address of you were talking from selfishness respectfully as a selfishness inti na delegates no to anu so come the omo into omo kata and who post out plenty a be backfire and on there I think that I just have the intention mom was good so be fire Canada Japan baby or kaya or they hate Canada Japan and say and to about more be didi them and their punchlines might drop and the Canada Japan yeah then to be very difficult for him to come back from that and nothing because he in all his issues so he's not trying to address and to nail the coffin no and about Bawumia basako drop it attaching. And to shall no pay attention, say baby, was say baby. The club back in Canada Japan camp no was a year first a year akwati saying that attaching say asem na Canada Japan person or can asset na he was referring to Katie Hammond. I think that thing is not going down and Showdown from it's not working. Until the Canada Japan team must do their homework in responding to and seminar attaching because they're damaging so or non a classmate no but on to mano because or lack emotional intelligence or lack akoma yedinya abotre or lacking sense of secrecy and decency so I say me on my kind of demo yen kana bonte no de attaching punch Canada Japan style baby but I don't have for seminar so not to be kind ever Canada Japan say and to about more did attempt that was also a very very punchy and also the damage Canada Japan but you see the strength of Canada Japan no, is that Bawumia team is also doing all these things because Canada Japan nipa na atoshi has been doing massive damage against Bawumia team in Ashanti region, Western region and Greater Accra region. Mamina spending the last 3-4 weeks was say baby I'm a Bawumia. In any case, now Toshi to a Christo ni panti. Baby and a Christo for ni baby feel comfortable say. Because Canada Japan ni a Christo ni intino. Christians are soft warning penny for them come on pay my present mama no more prefer Canada Japan. Now Toshi bem na Toshi asan ko cement or say Canada Japan camp no. Christopher Nyinamra because on Natoshi, because I am very solid Christian. In fact, in the past, Mami was sponsor so for Israel. Because her argument is until the entire has gone buying. You sponsor Cremoform Hajj every year. By a year, Christopher. And to on one casa in their own capacity, sponsor a software what garden you know. A software who matter the Ominako Israel. And to can be soon a software than a cat. Can be soon a software to probably a more comfortable way. And now she joining our joining Canada Japan camp, and she was in Bawumia camp. And one of the Christians are so funny in a call you. And I was free on Eddie Omunako Canada Japan. That is a massive bunch line. enti anunti ena Kennedy Japan Bawumia team na say dia na atoshi ye number 1 watching asofo na ko Kennedy Japan number 2 osane na me damage the Greater Accra region for na ko Kennedy Japan camp wasan ko Ashanti region sa ko semu wo honom enya asem kito na no Ashanti region ko se oni ba Samira ko crash baby ma Samira pe baby fire simple na atoshi has succeeded in shooting Bawumia campaign down in Greater Accra Ashanti region and a year friend say Western North. And there was a Bawumia campaign to me and they say, Napo, if Napo still has a following, if Napo still has influence, and of course, Napo ni Ashanti region, the other day. So I craft for class or mum pet and Napo Ashanti region, Accra, Buana, and Yokumasi. Napo still has huge influence, even in Accra, still Napo fans. You know, there were people who still believe, even between they still believe, you say, Napo, he said it in the heat of the campaign. And yes, Napo in any case, Napo being with Bawumia, that's also a very good asset because see, Napo ye come ranti any maba wa bua mo pa he Napo ne so on kase ye ni it's true. But Napo big strength, the strength and they say NPP for ba ya see NPP for nye omu de edidija abro ni beye omu de omu ma obi any ade Napo is not like that. Napo is one of the people who help NPP youth to papa, especially in Ashanti region. Ashanti region boys near school Accra. Ashanti student union. Enye Legon. Enye a friend saying KNUS inko. Enye UC inko. Enye Valley View inko. Napo has really invested in the youth. Our Muko school, especially the youth from Ashanti region. Enti sa settle for na poso de ko Bawumia no very silent because yama na popo na akata ne papa ne so we don't see the asset he's also bringing to Bawumia team no. Enti that's also a very good one there. What's about Bawumia mu protect it. Enti na make say na Bawumia na kasa ne asset na owo no. As against Kennedy Japan so ne asset are one in strength. Any a few weaknesses no. Bawumia does not need Abronya to be attacking opponents. Say the Abronya attacking, na Toshi wa attacking, na Toshi kunu wa attacking Kennedy Japan. But how can they answer? Now we are a mistake because we can be an uncle for sending message if ya Kennedy Japan that this form la ne buy. Yeah, attacking opponents. And obi cancer pa ya na me hu de menka because it's true. This politics of say you can be actually for Kennedy Japan na de buy. But you see. Kennedy Japan, NPP for money fans yo. And you can't come and use this against him because Kennedy Japan was doing it for NPP. He wasn't doing it internally against NPP, for he was doing it for NPP against NDC. The only one Kennedy Japan against NPP was a friend saying KPI or something for NPP for Kroya. And you can't come back now and use this against Kennedy Japan. And you are there. David Ronto program say what so trying this the battle now educhu monam chen Dr. Brian Champo no a young man o bebre wonanim or chen say mumienu Bawumia kam ne Kennedy Japan mo messe apwa no achi oni ti say yeah wa prepare ni hwawie wa marketing ni hwawie no abeshem educhu so onyini bebre sa obe chen Brian Champo kakra bi nti ono so ye kan o years kakra e won nanim and despite EFS and apo ankofo asenidi no anyone who has the mistake here and there, Nkanapo could have positioned himself very well as the heir apparent in 2032 and 2028. But Napo, Niaman Kitingitibia, Onoya, Yanni, the Nkofo branding against himself. He has to do a lot of work to revamp. Naseme PRB about Napo is very good for him. So Twasu, no, you're consistent. No, man, Refi. Some of the things he did are, Napo can really come back as NPP presidential candidate. That is Bawumia. Napo can come back. Bawumia 2028. Napo can come back 2032. And they can be thereof. Because I'm saying, Napo brought a lot of young people NPP move. So when he comes back in 2028, it will be time to take a year first saying the rewards of what he had sowed, the seed that was so You see, and you're biased, but the truth of the matter is, I know. Emrantia we Kennedy Japan or Boam Rantia the next person Napo or Boam Rantia NPP mo papa. E can NPP kwade anko mo munya Rantia bia mo ndi omochi. Cause omo the wickedness almost show boys not check. Enti banapono papa kakra na omaye no those ones will come back and reward them. Now the ano pay attach ya call e by YouTube you know it obe same style bi attach ya the classmate the Canada Japan enti otwem ahun say no na to share dia oye no Eastern region Western North Ashanti Greater Accra region no ahwe Bawumia ne ho be kire no e na omo release omo nkofo ni nyina enti after adonsafo de ne backfire kituwa bi na adonsafo de baby aye ne me say o can say Canada Japan didi matter men obi akai but baby o can say mama to money because Canada Japan ba all mommy post and be about Canada Japan because of course Canada Japan ba all your family and friends so that one it was a backfire kakra nti ba me team near smart omu say no backfire pay no release attach yan cause same my what the heck attach yan ba no pay no be same style bi oba not yes Canada Japan does not have emotional intelligence to lead Ghana simplicity oba no punch Canada Japan say any classmate on do nim no e Ghana for na ye de nim Canada Japan wa abonti so on do nim no ne na classroom ko so mo nyini and na be the same political party Canada Japan lack emotional intelligence and the same way it's very likely that a lot of people will agree with attaching say Canada Japan na ye nim no first now obubom a lot of people had accused him at the time so only emotional intelligence but it is also true say Nelson Canada Japan he's not the same person Canada Japan has refused to be pushed. Now saying no, Obia who said first no only emotional intelligence and then he's gained some because we go for pushing but still on Kasai. But you see, I touch here some about UTV and Opo can back on say Canada Japan also run kuma or patches Canada Japan dear why and saying our shada all purpose ninti now on your pen and come on never samba attach here. Also, I touch a lay pastor. Also for that book. Also for that just say, what pushing here first Canada Japan say, oh, now come on and say, why study no boy? It is only temporary. Or better not on your command Samba. One here or to one of my better rolling to a t-shirt, boy, a cast idea, you know, where one here Canada Japan cabinet me to a minister. Now they are raw for one my pay. Hey, or best young Bele bi obecha cabinet meeting no why are the one na University of Ghana Medical Center from cabinet to University of Ghana Medical Center we are obepa uti because Canada Japan so nzo okuta black belt o oni mutakoko nti no kan so no osori a oda osoda ye sika ne ntokwa okuta black belt enti asem attach kan is giving some kind of enya value so Canada Japan di Europe obebro so but you see me say all these things that Bawumia company you know omo here because Canada Japan any na atosia say omo campaign in 3 major regions that I am aware of in Greater Accra region in in Ashanti region and Western North and am here akosi kwate ba bonti so attach Canada Japan you know boa ni nyina no asem Canada Japan kan ya attach na kwa fan personal I into say he needs to go out and fire Canada Japan in Nano, and no can no de no. Into where stray bullet here attach your air to a man Canada Japan or at one fancy way stray bullet and drop you a Canada Japan. So because I say Canada Japan was not referring to Katie Amon. Okay, this is about Katie Amon. Not attaching when he said he bought 500,000 house and gifted it. Okay, see, he wasn't on your massam crown or on Diomo. Into what I first ask him no about attack Canada Japan bia no way no. Why are you? And let me show you what a Natoshi said. Even baby, a Natoshi crack cancer a punchline. I mean, said then you hold you back to Natoshi.
Obeti me aboye. Ama ye winning power. Eye Kennedy or here Japan. Paper chow esno election 2024 and esno election 2028. Who to me baki obi 24 and so nipa ne ye. Said ye see ye about wonya ye and no more be ye ebetre so ubet was one now won't was one. Me shed your ma cost one and I'm here imagine say mercy sem and yamin kwa Dr. Brian Champo, Dr. Dutum, one yina nanki ye Jumama Dr. Bawumia, and so and there one more for forms and a woman can say jina and I'm a one and she said Banny say one super South Sawa Junior, be any who and so media. Me ya no, minim se me yo banu o se me yan krani o je se mintumi hu ade atem didie nko a muko radio so a brand
eti na atoshi atem o kan say omu didi na tem all because we cross the carpet from Bawumia camp aba Canada Japan camp or see obia our rights sources and there, which is true, but or see ono there nipa or we need prime minister betimi win elections ama NPP ne Canada Japan ye Bawumia or see no no kwa na hu Dr. Duchum Brian Champo mu nyina hu to obia free a friend saying omo camp no obia free Bawumia camp. This is what she's saying. So omo nyina hu kani anu, that's why they've all left Bawumia's camp to Canada Japan's camp. But I know yeah, no didn't. You see, she's giving credence to the fact that say omu free Canada Japan camp be attack Bawumia omu wo di entia because Bawumia camp do matem. This is what she's saying. Or say Bawumia camp omu didn't attempt sir. It means to say so ochebe to omu so omu camp. Omu ye Bawumia camp and I say 1-1 draw. Sa no person ochire. And this is the damage on na Machanti region here dey nyina koye. So let me take you back to Atachia. And opedi obese mu UTV no.
Is in him like presidential quality.
I don't see presidential quality. I can see him that he can do some businesses. Businesses are over exaggerated.
How?
Because and nobody saying now a friend saying factories don't do what now no. I was in 19. 19 factories in way. One and ne wo say when nyanya sanfo fro a wakofa kube ato wo say kube nie na yebetumi anya we afiri kube. Ada na de da wunye kube etumi eboa nation ada na de da wunye enti ebi kwa na wo campaign you know because and then offer trade minister o new presidential material
o say trade minister
of course so now o products abegu.
Well, I know they attach a can a mistake because okay say dentina Canada Japan da onye kube no a I'm ready and teaching on make kube business. Ghana a free country. Canada Japan see coastal no. Na ready and force no so go see coastal. And attach an so ho nko no so betimi si kube factory ni bia ko betimi aye. E bia ni I'm ready no I say by force obi nya factory nti ho de I think attaching should just be fair. Say they are first no be ni sika de enya no one time o. First obi ni sika and no be enya sika. First obi ni idea and no be enya idea no so be bibia. I don't think say campaign na Bawumia ne ata Kennedy Japan company we should go into this issue. Oh, ada one year. Eno there it's matter because Kennedy Japan case obesi block 37 no. I don't know be America say ada NPP for buy and wensi block no. But ebi afraid na ne ho aso, afraid na wanya tika. Inti afraid no peso inti I know the attach yourself inti bojidi for slow down ponyelo attach you for ponyelo for there oh. Yeah, careful. But I'm to attach and come on. Me baby, okay, emotional intelligence. Oh no, punching Canada, Japan.
Also ideas and what ideas now you can implement it.
Yes, the ideas now you know how far have you implemented it privately? The track record is there. I feel me slow class and make factories do well because I'm here. GR rebelled me I think about the Dimechi. How can a man be afraid to expose his success for scrutiny? How? What contradiction is this? It's a minimum baby who I walk can. Between the teams, Papa, is he sure he wants to become a president? But Mama, basically, the Sabbath Bible here say me attaching her. Many fear will AU village. Yamini ni pen.
No, but him so don't start to Bible no so say what more would that.
Or more me. If I dare what they bought me $50,000 an hour. Now me we are parliament crowd na me need $50,000. Why? Why is he lying like that? Said there now 50,000 me want tell me na me hear them me compare rent advance na.
Okay, I had a attach and Kasa he's right because you see attach before about parliament he was one of the most successful lawyers. On any Ghana cases no dio. Odi cases and confond if you are brochire diaspora America, UK, any other normal de brand in the end there, attach $50,000 there, and no dear, may defend the attachment. Always car. Always car. Me say, before Oba Parliament, he was one of the most successful lawyers. Or Tika here, and no dear. But so Kobo Canada, Japan, Hobusia, the only Nasem. Now I call the crash.
Let me hear 50,000 for the man. The patch make me a catch all. Play. Enkofo bi didi nsam a menka ho bi. Enkofo bi age ni sika me atate a menka ho bi. Me mbrage se me du akira ba me nye la sulela. A me ko be di politics ni ade nyina. Enkofo bebre ni me before me baba politics. Na enya de a me ko ken hina Japan ko sell so omo wa me. Na me fe sika nye bibi. Me see ene say ayi studio ha or reduce studio into a conveyor belt. No be can be anama manako. Mo man fa title deed no be cherebo. Eti frɛ no. Say title deed ne wa touch ye di mu AU village no. On ma mo copy na mo hwɛ. Time o toye ade no. Say check na o use on show the bank account. Say 500,000 no. Baby a friends a vendor no wa ko tuaye. Be say mama mum putu akompre kutu street proof. The baba be the whole pay say papa we o person be kan okore. Na say who pay na and who to me the car. Now for say baby e kon moawa. You don't need these tactics. Say tactics we any go say.
Is it because now no or ne Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia kwa kensie o support Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ntina now na mamu hu ne flow singing now because the time on na one year so pe person will ye flag bearer no or ye president no there and in a way be okay be na say against NDC in yes na more comfortable.
No mama obia ne su ene ne ba na ho so wonum tapes what me nue ho
tapes
yes historical tapes ene ne ma wakeka what you say it has nothing to do with Bawumia. I don't know ni su ne ban and no capture publicly. As soon as Bani be on the sea, obi nims attack our temperament. And to my best studio, hey, we do we atem, we di matem, we di asofuatem, haina.
Now, only needs to say no in a way, no. A good say, you don't see any pass message, and you soon ye saying what you say, Obaya Katasumu Moasona, have a way to become, Nasa Sana now what's here. To me, and I will paint and I know a brown once a year, no containers, and no soon, so you're bad.
Where? The way no who seem be answered when it to us away the jar so was one could Jubilee House. How are you going to do it? Who to me control? I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure.
Nimpa. And you remember I'm a Ferris America. Or no nim se bi no pa ene ma bi o akache me nka ojomu da because it was not intended for public consumption and komo bi a oni obi di which is not intended for public consumption no be believe so okay obi gina ho no akeken sem bi akakakra
no but say we dey work can you say we nim po aka bi a che na sa de na ehun na mu odu na won kan so de a se ne na wo boa wo fo aso
there be you can see any na intended for public consumption. That's why there's even the oath of secrecy. What is the meaning of that? And maybe we fagana hua or mampeninka. That's all. To you swear an oath of secrecy. They must be him how to keep secret. How can he be president?
Okay, mema wa home so ye kasa si.
Enti ye rata chance wa ponche Kennedy Japan so onim secret. Ontumi fa asem sie. Oya na asem a oba beka. Obe fire the cylinder be nti da Bawumia camp patcho last minute there. They are releasing everything because they be bia. Omo dropping the style be. So we will see how Kennedy Japan team no so be respond because so far you are kwesi in the end we gentle. I don't know about the other side of Kennedy Japan call for so what they will do to respond to some interview. What they will do. Until me be reading my test message very soon but I don't
Damase samuma mi akwanya ema me sombro me kwa adenya empesua yi esum obi a wo ha
if you do
for 12 years if you do me enu ebi fi wo pesua Showdown obi akọ fie wotwe na so mu hye me munyam ema mu ma me fie mi enu ema wadim ewa ha ene maba hai masem yetiawa emre biedu ewo yamanyoko yimu emre du no eyemra ye hwehwe okendifo a obetu frank anu dia ma yen eye osuna amanyoko na ye dia kosi ye ni ye nuanom endifo e dia kosi ani na ya pray mapeni akonya samre no na edru ewoye ya manoko bugudu samre edu a benyifo ka bibi se eye fie konya na eto nti obi a timi yimiti se waso party no na wa ye adwuma na ususu se wadwuma aso ani a utimi yi uti se o pray awa kotu franka no e di ama amanyoko bugudu ena meni mo ka say emrantie bebre yi wonti mema kugudam ewo ya manyoko enu eyi wonti na so ele me fra mo ha me fra mo wo nipa ba ko edin gugudu ena me se me fra mo me ya dai me fra mo nipa ba ko edin eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmood
Okay, any video nini because I was looking for video no baby ana adwasa for ponchi adwasa for kase mom nto ma obi odidi matem eti ena me kana sem dey obi atoto mane ne crop for everybody is punching from all cylinders and Canada Japan team members ne bebre join of Ajari be join ono na ye one communication the diaspora obe join here NDC for so be join because there's this Bawumia team no claim say adenti na NDC for no ese omo pe friend saying Canada Japan na it shows NDC for him so betime BT Canada Japan tino I don't see how that argument no works but NPP for Bawumia camp na sem say the fact say NDC for no bebre cry comfortable with Canada Japan say onye good am comfortable bebre so say Bawumia wo cry wa ton ho dada but ade na aduma na de ma wo no boss na do mo atumi anye ejidi empe bio na Bawumia ni team o mo pe enti asela tachi an nkrofo push say yemfa ono enkono na yenkai we Francis or say all the aspirants of the NPP no are not fit for the country in the world. In fact, an NDC comes in penifone ne ba ko beba elike mote or say Canada Japan Bawumia o mbe bitino na me kan see asem we say NDC for no so abukai say na me catch president mama say this third term agenda you person mo already share president mama kono he should reject it. Na me who say enkophobia omo ben president mama o jubilee na mpese by force o push president mama say onko 10 sad and my boys no read the comment be catch him say enkofu di watem say na me dey odi matem na me enka me code na enka me set but I'm saying say ne you are fifi kwete on a general secretary for NDC wa ma say NDC for na mudidi atem na money shame on you people are all low IQ people officially because fifi kwete no onim die ono awa school ono awa ben no say President Mama nye interested in any third term. And the more I cap President Mama third term, and I'm with them no shame on if I fire burn you people. Wait just a more low IQ. Yeah, and we know the person of President Mama. Yeah, then I Juma or Parliament. We know that this is somebody praying who so pet third term. One touch or you're not the giant legacy uncle and it's in from Metwaso. He's not interested in a third term. And so you can't more no. In fact, I didn't low IQ. That's all that you people do. And then go back to the messages. No, Joe, see if you're show all the way in Germany. Good job. And Oyen. Otu for to Tuja. Or see already number one. And I want to vote to no kwama number one. Any favorite number one. And any favorite. JCB message. I say, but Ghanaians do not need a touch here to tell us that they are Canada Japan. They Canada Japan. And they don't need a touch here to come and tell them the omonye. What Francis say, Canada Japan, yeah, no, they be onim the okeka same gun go for so on the omunim so ye feta. Elder General say a Compreko has already won. And I'm found the attach and by UTV abeka omum fan ho. Zita say good evening, sister. I hope you're doing well. Patro Zita and Uncle show I'm doing okay. Why? Eric say, but who told you people that this criminal party NPP for being Papacho, which is a full soldier, a general from political party, the entire rolling there called multi-party democrats in say, Obia joining politics. In fact, party, we say, focus on Asema Yekano. Otu for my kind messages, this is another one that you have brought. Also, if you are grassroots, they are for Ken, so they are connected. Richardson, Ghana youth, they are almost a Ken and echo. mfa ho de attach ya beka Ken na aircom Educhum say Paul Boache say Educhum is the underdog what's what if why slow but sure but Educhum is working pa Richard Ebuakon was say delegates no vote Canada Japan that almost say number 1 and echo number 1 also no moto amano Francis Osaya or say Canadian character is not only do hema Educhum is the best among candidates in Robertson Galaxy say Ghana youth no mu here jobs na jobs they are na fully connected ehwa e no mu ejina Zita Makan message Edmond Danso say if you attach here elake wisdom asema obeka nyina wanche da anya bibia anse Canada Japan interest bia to no mum e na wa ha ne ho Richard Makan messages the Francis Osaya Makan work is message Mamenko Augustine saying we saw doctor's performance in government and the presidential election. We cannot rely on Bawumia again. He cannot do anything for us. Ebra so mu change no mo ko baby a ebetumi aboa wo mo no so na sema or de aba eno Mamenko Hans say if ya whatever he said there was sad. Kennedy Japan has proven say he's already good and ready for the industrialization of Ghana. And you no attach asem oti ate ha. Boss say attach asem a waje afa ne hu we Ken no kaka etia modasem attach anya wa. And so afa ne World Cup abetena afa ya no we ka sen. George Neo kan tete if you are the 37 project no. Itikano cry has been doubled to $12 million. He has currently bought machines worth $3 million for the project. It can be. Oni koyi kobia o race esi edu dan so say we don't need weak candidate we need Ken ono no betime wu no ma candidate as a weak omo ne nam ho ye kope ma de ane mba join na nye ayi ne ye kope ayi Hans Boache say o say ya me enka nche say because who set standard for this country na wona be kire say Canada Japan e be wi ni na o sit na nchen kra na dwene ho ya o wusu say if you are why are you not talking about Bawumia's achievement I think maka Bawumia's achievement I mean Bawumia's achievement everybody knows I mean, say no be any achievement, and I'll better me say repeat him. Otumfuo say whatever he did for MPP, no, a benefited MPP, which you and your MPP development party benefited. Okay, minimum Pakra responded to them. Or say what can Bawumia do? Ya no so questions about Bawumia. Na Bawumia de mpa no betimi ayama Ghana nti o say de Bawumia echo. Edmond down so say still on the Ken no ne beko Babs Ghana or say don't play with that. Okay, Mpacho mo amudi attempt there mobile or skip. I say tomorrow Sticker will respond to attach on YouTube. Stay tuned. What Canada Japan team no so share that dia shingado o mate. Attach us for say when your platform onyire ye no china sticker. Ono so be fire on YouTube and opposha de opri ho. I think this is how it's going to go. Clap back, then clap forward to elections. We cherish that. Since we don't need angels on earth to solve our problems, no. Here the oba obetimi solve Ghana problems. Stephen Tufo now say I'm still standing by the only Canada Japan. So no, and obetimi ababe ye first eduma ediama Ghana for still JCB say man can one thing about me and JCB wa unim. And I was okay. Blessing say if you are who started this nonsense, did he not start with Malafaka comments as a mature gentleman? Patron, why am now okay? Or see, leave him alone if you are before Patron, why am now okay? I know why. Every case, yes, if you do you think Ken insulted attaching? And I say, why then? Patron, don't ask me any question. One katafa opinion, bra. Opinion is the most important. Don't ask me as if I'm going to answer. You see, sister, those days, Benny issues 2014. Okay, many Canada Japan. In fact, unim. Nami your program be amene kwabna kwache e friend oni emi huni ansa na ebe dane Benny issues. Ya de Canada Japan tumesi apia. NDC can MP for Senate and start here. That was in 2003. Acho. The mobile na mo nya mo za mo de mo nim Canada Japan che obi ahwe. Ye nim no from then 2002. Ansa na Benny issues kwa Benny issues. Nti yenko na yan hwe say candidate nti NDC NPP before to you omo candidate na omo beba na omo aba be face NDC and NDC so dey da. But NDC so starting it yo. NDC called that in terms of governance. But in terms of say why the baby Mahama there no blows to be a better to NDC mono. Because say you have to force in a beba. Say Julius Zebra obi enim say Julius Zebra prepare no dada. And I say e be Professor J na no pokwadima and a beba. We don't know. Now she be do NDC no. Volta Caucus cry who Voltarians, the NDC candidate from Volta region, who will come and lead NDC. And the one who bedu NDC, no, better to tell the president Kufuor kind of a bear milk and honey. And the assembly there and some Cassia or Honum. Kufuor Beka Wasem. Gabriel say on the Brian Champion and the candidate, Onimo Bia, just a Brian Champion, no, a one no routine. Kwaku de banka, over Jeremy Bowes is your name, Elikem. Also, Kwaku de banka say we are connected. Attach your any credibility. Be out to me by second campaign net on to me send a China, Gabriel Macau messages, fire, or see if you are NDC should elect a say don't get ya. Okay, and also a bad idea because the say don't get ya has been preparing boots on the ground of Juma said don't get ya, you know. Wow, because all may say don't get ya, and Conania one here, a bell be goose, you know. Better Brown, Befi Kofsin say, I'm watching from Germany. NPP should be very careful with their comments. Then these people are going to capitalize on the they are going to. Omo capitalize that. Only can nominate the Omo squad, Omo to one, Omo tro, more allegations are making no. Omo yenin in book. Now, more we and I'm Omo by fucking a Japan alpha Bawumia, Mom better power her. Majid, I see good job if ya. And some of Boatin to sing. If yeah, I'm very, very connected into forget the NDC for the Omoka. Any come I'm good evening, Aquaba. Ever just
Chalabi Joso. That means
great. Yeah, then you go party. Now, so as an outsider who NPP for last minute, boot for boot in a club back here. What do you think?
If you are Namincha Yetifo, Namincha Jerry so. I saw a DIC when people you can tell, say, it's self-imposed pain, self-imposed distraction. Baby, I think I even wrote on your page one day, they say they press their own self-distraction button. Nobody is doing anything to them. If you are the moment the national executives decided that where the AG and SIM into my uncle special delegate in them and change the rules and the constitution so that we do election early. Do you know what they are saying? We can't lead the party anymore. We need a new leader. Let us elect somebody quickly so that we step away. Because you just came from elections. You could have taken your time and continued the process that you were ongoing and try to rebuild, reorganize. Even NDC, who is in power, we are still doing registration right now. Registration starting in January 2026. All the way to March, we are doing registration. Again, new members.
Registration of what? New members.
New members who want to join the party. Just like you are aware, in America, the same thing. Every election, people go door to door to register people in the election. It's normal. That is what we do. But the national executives are saying that, look, we can't. If you remember, unfortunately, I understand it is health, but the chairman said, look, I'm stepping aside. Then the rest of the people say, hey, maybe I'm going to do it. Yeah, they're to me. And to my MP will be 10. The constitution of MPP was clear. When we are in opposition 2 years before the elections, we elect a flag bearer. And when they are in power 1 year before elections, we elect a flag bearer. But they themselves said that, to me, BM. Let us hand this over to Bawumia or to Kennedy Japan so that we can step aside and whatever they do, they do. So
and don't forget the moment yes, and just lose that.
Absolutely. If you think about it, this is our national executives. They are trying to give up responsibility. So they organize a conference or a congress very quickly to change the rules and regulations. Who does that in a normal sense of things? Imagine, say, you want Chelsea. Even if they didn't win a league or Arsenal and Manchester, you don't rush and say, let us. You don't take unnecessarily quick decisions. You finish with Michael Quay report. Take your time, communicate it. Have they communicated the report well to us as Ghanaians yet? They have not.
Party members they
don't even know yet, and even some of their own members. Up to today, Abronya is talking. Bempa. Also, Bempa is still talking. People look, and again, this because people's blood are still hot. I'm still take your time and bring all of these people together. Is it impossible to bring these people back to the table and have a beautiful conversation? It's not impossible. What Kaya, Bawumia started the thank you talk. And a nice as I would hear my election, you don't do that. You don't do that. Come back home and re-strategize. For this is not in Tokwa. Hey, if you can't, Kennedy Japan, go to the north, go and do thank you to. Bawumia, go to central region, go and do thank you to. This person, you could have re-strategized. But because there is small fight, you want to hand over quickly so that you go. When was the last time an MPP did not elect constituency and executive, did not elect regional executives, did not elect national executives, and then they are electing flag bearer? When was the last time we do that?
Yeah, it has never happened like that.
It has never happened like that. Normally, because you see, remember that if after they finish electing the flag bearer in January, then they will now go back to elect new leaders who have to work with the flag bearer. Normally, you elect the leaders who elect the flag bearer that they want to work with.
And they can work with.
Perfect. But now you are giving the mandate to people who may not even run in the national elections next year. You're giving the mandate to the people who may not even run in the regional executive elections next year. You're giving the mandate to people who will not run in the constituency election next year. To elect leaders for people who are yet to come and go like, why? And remember, Ghana politics na if you are aware, say, when him say, by the time the constituency executive come next year, because Cocoa season, any
I get you. And confirm the Cocoa season, campaign.
If you're brother na Mikayo, minimum so betiasi. Cocoa season, no. Now you've taken the cocoa from them already. Hey, after this idea. And if you are not careful, you, the constituency executive, who will be elected next year, if you're not careful, the next constituency executive will be elected before national executive. And you didn't even get cocoa season back. So it doesn't make sense. You elect all of these people, and then the Bawumia or Kennedy Japan will now go and meet the new executives, empower them, talk to them to now go through the people who led you to opposition. You are asking them to elect another flag bearer.
Yeah, the same executive lines now. What form no?
The same people
who did not campaign. Our ground. Elected flag bearer.
That is what you are doing. That you are using the same people, the same machinery that you took to election, and they made a bad decision. Whatever it is, the people of Ghana rejected it. So whatever, I'm not saying Bawumia is a bad candidate. We want Bawumia. We want Bawumia. And you know, look, the people who elected Bawumia, whether good or bad decision, you are asking them to go and make another decision again. Instead of electing new constituency executives, new regional executives, new national executives, to now, who knows, the next national executive, do you know that maybe they would have come up with some new ideas of electing a flag bearer that would have helped the party? But these myopic and corrupt current leaders are the same people you are asking to elect for the future? Really?
Very
it makes no sense.
Okay. Prof, also as Professor Awochra there, if you see the of a Jerry the person of a Jerry Sukasa from the camp, because on the Kennedy Japan camp. But as I'm Elike Mote raising it, very important to say, the moment the national executive decided say, yeah, change the constitution elections. And when I just 2028, they lost the structure, they lost the plus, they lost the they didn't understand the assignment. Only and I would disagree.
Okay, a chair for Michiamon. I will be a queen or Hano. Say, enough for more, one fine chairman. When someone I was so. But near Tiana, sir, yes, will be a wood near Fanny dear, in Tiana Arjun, in Fan Arjun. Because and some more Canada and crisis say MPP a good a more titi. Woman who you omujina cra. But the American Beyond said MPP a party, it can quickly re-strategize. And that is what is about to happen. say near Canada, Japan, Brian Champon, and Bawumia, Omoyeno. Very soon they are coming together. Now, one advantage here, the early adjustment of party constitution, within a few months, all the problems will be ironed out. And then people will come together to elect a flag bearer. Now, to the reporter, Michael Coy, I agree with you. It was hastily put together. I haven't seen the contest, but even he should not have even led the whole thing. See what happened because of him in parliament. Oh, in politics, there, oh yeah, offer will be a month for Unity. Aha, Johnny Cochran was saying, if you don't trust the messenger, don't trust his message. Our MPs didn't trust Michael Quaid. And do you think they will trust the report he will present? Oh, we have to, MPP4, they have to pick up, learn how to make amends. Some person, they are more pen, no, more bejina, and they are more children for no, almost sassy form. Says, okay, or see, and this for more register new members. Meaning some people the same
from January.
Meaning says one more year the same thing there. Now more money about when registration. Oh, and assembly there party no ukomo or minor and also say dear woyano if ever or munya wonko. Politics here, yes, a pesca go about me dear, some in a term. Say mumian share near oba obetumi edi or minor name. A man for Canada, Japan, why say oba obey a bit of you about me, Nadaroma, and digitization, but be our Ghana open news here and yadding, with the scare qua and yadding. So no division here so high, say, Shanian Fana, Yakofo Biba, Assembaba, and our brands so bet me a BTOBia. Well, and yes, our policies, yes, met me, you're my chance on your bedroom. Now, and this is for Aiba Kwaya on Behunu, ya one person mujitum. Say, President Mahama free wa, and ye behunu in your baba. Bawumia ba, he has what miles ahead over any candidate presented by NDC. And to what the Amomian share, Senabaya, Media Maka, say MPP.
But only Eli Kaminya didn't say. Decision executives need take here, no say, instead say. The usual thing that what MPP means, or more elected polling station executives, constituency, raging, and son of Mako flag bearer, no mu change formula, and say, young costro, and son of Yaba form no. A MPP for now, so I press a self-destruct button. And you'll be an home, but you're more than the best because Elikam argument will make it say, Obian said delegates, they do about to say, a one almost so munyaka credit. But oh, my delegate to Fufrako did elected. Now we are. New executives no more by next year June. Grassroots eduman. This is the argument. The person who addresses our issue, a very important point because whoever say can know say about Bawumia, the bigger problem really can identify no.
Well, and idea somehow no, yeah, but there's no need. See a bit change executives for because it takes years to build the experience to lead a party. Or even to become popular within your constituency. Sir, if you are elected as a delegate, you have to enjoy the support of the grassroots. And this will take time. Oh, they say grassroots mistake one more who be brave. A bit of a call run, a permanent fortune. Some failure, woman, who shall say, more increasing number of delegates. It's just I want to make a bravo woman. And Kingsley, why dear Sene? But MPP for also so. I was saying who say they are serving the nation. Into be Bawumia yanko ye no. Woman you know no money ye so that they can offer a safe opposition to NDC. Nagana at way. Usha sabi obisi anima papa be abano. MPP for na diaba. Enti one you more man and corner him.
Okay.
If you're my main boy, Prof. Kakra, Prof, as I make can say you because if you're a Prof, Wakasano, you just said say the Michael Quay report was harshly put together.
Yes.
And the fact that you said it was harshly put together, I am also saying to you, say, one, I agree with you to some extent that maybe Michael Quay was not even the right person. So they could have taken their time. One, get the right person to lead the committee,
or maybe even right people, not just one
right
person.
people, right? To let the decision or the findings of the report, let it simmer down all the way to the very bottom. But the decision have not even come down. They've not communicated anything well. They started a thank you tour. Then there was a knife that appeared somewhere that took somebody because Kennedy Japan gave some 10,000 Ghana cedis out. And immediately the executive said, look, even though usually in Ghana elections, Biano, we elect ward executives, the branch executives, the constituency executives, then we elect the regional executives, then the national executives, before we elect the ultimate
flag bearer, exactly.
Flag bearer. But because the current national executives of the NPP have realized that they have lost control of the party, so they are in a hurry to go and elect a flag bearer quickly in January before they come and elect constituency executives. Prof, this is not politics.
No.
And technically, even this confusion between Bawumia and Ken camp, no, executives now causing this heated.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. My memory, just said, what most strategy and said, almost person we flag bearer and them. Send your buyer want to be a bedroom 2020 no more resolve. 2024 elections.
The fact so person ye flag bearer and them say. National executives one failure. No person who pushes a flag bearer. No. This is where
yes, is coming from. That's already the last year. Last minute, Canada Japan, the buffalo full year. Emma Alan, so you know, the party had very little time to make the necessary adjustment. In the Sabrin, almost flag bearer in term. Senator, if anything like that happens now, they will get sufficient time to put things together and to
Prof, this is not. Take your time.
They also want a very strong opposition party.
Prof, take your time and stop pushing this thing about NDC, NPP. Prof, take your time. Listen, under President Kufuor, 1 year to elections, NPP had 17 flag bearers. 17 flag bearers.
Yes.
1 year to national elections, the party survived.
Yeah.
Under Nana Dodon Akufo-Addo in 2016, the former chairman, Paul Afoko. Paul Afoko was fired. Comrade Jepo was fired 1 year to election. The party survived. Party survived. So if you are saying national executive that you are the one creating a problem. If you are in charge of the party, you don't even let Wanta come. Things have happened in the NDC. Look, even the NDC, and again, I'm not talking about NPP alone. NDC, we lost, we had the issues with Guzitano in the past. We had Joshua Ali issues. We had issues. But I'm saying that the parties are strong. We had Francis SCM issues, or Bedasamwa issues. What are you talking about here? If you have leaders in charge of the political party, if you have actual leaders in charge of the political party who don't want to just relinquish quickly in the name of look. This one, let me tell you something, Prof. One of the reasons why the Alan thing didn't affect the NPP was because it was so close to the election. If Alan have gone out 3 years to elections, it would have been dangerous. If let's say God forbid,
no matter problem where an MPP for facing, good MPP again to me good MPP. And the executives have no business rushing for any.
Not at all. Otherwise, they are creating their own problem. Because you see, Prof, now, God forbid, let's say Kennedy Japan wins. Bawumia has 3 years to take a decision. Let's say Bawumia wins. Kennedy Japan has 3 years to take a decision. Massa, 3 years is a lot.
Take a decision to what? To support or not to support?
If you are what you are here. As in
3 years to do damage against you.
3 years to start a new political party. 3 years to go independent. Alan couldn't register a political party before. Alan went independent.
No, Ali, come with the new thing in Bawumia. And Mr. Jerry to Oboni Chinko. Say if you can form another party, especially when him say, Alan, they are almost so much the United Party, almost so market time, a try opportunity.
I feel no more to you. because they didn't have that time. So I'm saying to you, this, look, if you are, sometimes that is the problem in Ghana. Sometimes we are in a hurry to buy plaster, band-aid, to put on a chrono, instead of trying to deal with the crow. If there is problem, deal with the problem. You see, what I'm saying to you, Prof, is that by now, let Michael Kwe and his team of executive, Council of Elders, sit down and have conversation with the candidates and make sure that you dilute the tension. Don't be in a hurry. And go through everything. Let Kennedy Japan, let Bawumia, let everybody spend their hard-earned currency or to sponsor their candidates for the polling station executives, constituency executives, the regional, national. Let them put their people in place. Let them put their people in place. When they finish putting them in place, let them then get elected. But now, because they don't want to take responsibility for their actions, look, and again, you can see, even the thing that they have done, have you seen that the party who passed Ropa and Akufo, did you see what they did to proxy vote?
Yeah, almost a proxy vote.
The party that passed Ropa and Akufo.
You see,
so they are in a hurry to just destroy themselves. They are taking bad decisions. And you see, and for some of us, and again, maybe Jerry Kennedy, they may not agree with me, which is fine. But there is this school of thought that believes that a lot of the foreigners kind of lined with Kennedy Japan. Even though Kennedy Japan didn't get angry with the decision, or his people didn't get angry with the decision, I hope. But because of that, look, ask yourself, say, why is it that, what is the thing? And by the way, the guy in charge of NPP's legal, the national office, said that the last election that they did, they had only 78 proxy votes. How big is 78 that you have to be in a hurry to cancel it? How big is 78? And so the whole point is you see that there is a strong attempt to be in a hurry, and they are making bad decisions along the line. So for me, Prof, what I'm saying to you is that they could have taken them time. It doesn't matter whether the party is breaking down. It doesn't matter what they are doing. Put the structures in place well. This one, you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to build the roof before they come and build the foundation. We don't do that. You take the time to build the party up.
Prof, I think over Jerry, stand by me also because this one there from Proxino to a union. These are your issues.
Obia uni side ne de ya wo kan no entaso mu na ne executive do person mu yere say ono person mu yi presidential candidate no mo man enough time to form his own campaign team. Executive one, they will have nothing to do. Say last elections no Osha sene amanfo de na do no weakness a better about huam no ba humia yi na no ba bia na nya yie. This time they oba as a clean sheet. Oba as what? As a clean candidate.
That is if he wins. Onye win here.
Yes.
We are not addressing issues. We are not addressing issues like raising no. Or say more issues are and yet likely say bet me good MPP because no okay. Also land free party MPP and good. And some kakasia bebre to mukra President Kufuor tiny per 70 angu. So there's no way MPP as the biggest opposition party ebegu. And you say they are not also MPP for you and say build a party ne form structure systems near there or more yet before you come to national because I think to come where Bawumia Ken camp no. And national executive is one decision and of course the prof addresses our issue no. And Bawumia has not won so MPP any candidate for now.
Yeah, me come on at here and say MPP for one more started a reorganize grassroots no. Me frefie no mo din komo. Yeah, say one more started from the grassroots and one more ehihia niam nyina aba. Enti ne work as executive for person janako any dey anya no correct. While
the primaries is going on,
I don't think Prof knows what is constituency executives, regional executives. I don't think he knows what we're talking about. We're not talking about grassroots. You don't know, Prof. You don't know.
They declare a mass for one or this candidate. And to me, I say, near me person, come on, say a man for no home. MPP for supporters or man got to a banner. About 80 to 90% or more no home. So who say? Sir, and your mamma can't show me and for a country. Sir, Sabi, not a tro, and a more be the actual woman. It's a say one more no home. And I'm telling you, sir, whoever emerges as a flag bearer for MPP, no, he's going to floor you. More majority in parliament, you can do whatever you want. But when the people speak, you will see, sir, Muni Babijina.
Okay.
And they say,
Your prof.
MPP for candidates, you know, woman in him so be obenya kwabano or opportunity to lead the nation. And you the any one no. Fa yes, you the MPP for so on fa number 2028, umbo the besi Ghana.
Okay.
They say any parira hope, papa. In person may can be biama a jaman for a raho. But any parira Christmas is one the same. In Kukankitin Kitty woman yo and no more kumbiari.
So yeah, once and go get no. Yeah,
October, woman yin, and ya kumbiari. But yes, your Ghana, a first one, Kokona near the GNE. So, and Timodia, Montana, na yasha. They say, Kennedy, Yana, sometime the Buhan Kakra, but wahun say, and on fast will be any same firm mine. And about me, answer so who says, or no one, and a month for Shannon. In terms of what Tonable, or any campaign, on the 1 year for cran said, was so sinny, now you didn't so sinny, or so sinny, now you didn't so sinny. Ah, I dear Faber Bagano, on Timothy, I want to Mabuati. Your bayani here, I'm a more who say, yes, in me.
Okay, yo, prof. More than 8 years old. Into many years, I don't know where it's coming from. But for Jai Mama Kwaba. So far, my person addressing issues now, Eli Kemi raising very important issue about the strength of meaning someone crowd raise that. Yanko say issue no say national executives need decide say Yanko Congress. And Sani Abeyi regional constituency a first saying polling station this is for their own friend ward. Polling station here then was a wrong move. Say no cranny idea started say a week in party na man talk away between Ken and Bawumia starting. What do you say?
Yo, if you are with a big Kwame Sempa, near the Kama Michi and TF4 near for and Elika Michi Alba Stephia, Elika raised very good point. And as some way said, the Udi can yeah, and then your first time. Make the minimum says, Abrabo ye, oh, bra, who started free from. Now what Bob Brana Basro? Yeah, more brand free throw farmer for. Just like say Usidine. You build a foundation to have a good solid ground in the foundation before you build a structure. Now to me, because all started structure and they have a former BC foundation. And that's the same thing that mechanic be said. Sir, measures now you penny for no fast no. Wrong. Now more party no. Why they did that to favor one candidate. Send a beya other candidate, munya chance, because if you are delegates to about previous election or previous primaries, Bawumia. Now they know, say, ye early Congress, ni oma position and say Ambamua. Those new delegates be elected, definitely they are going to vote against Bawumia. It is now, what do we do? Let's maintain the old delegates so that we'll be able to elect Bawumia. Now, you know Bawumia as an early candidate. Now, Bawumia beba be catch us. Oh, you meet me no nyajuma. We meet me no nyajuma. We meet me no. It at the end of the day, no masaline Alan Crawford, Ken Crawford, whoever was contesting with Bawumia, Crawford in other side. Now, if I be a solid Bawumia base, it's a free or not to your can be them. As well, they Yamiano. Yapon was saying, you also done it. Attend it right now, they wish they will go back to restructure the whole thing again, but which is not going to work. Are you too late? It is a say, no, I said, who do secret Diana Buakasim, Utu Amoja 1 2 so a proud. It's been there's almost 2 Ambojabes, Muslim tata. And
but oh, Pacha say the objective no was say undermine Canada Japan voting to no much that I say no.
Yeah, exactly.
But and no now cause tension between Bawumia company but Ken company.
No.
Okay.
If you Ken company Bawumia company there, tension now cause here. You funny say, make me you so bit to say abroad here.
Okay.
As a test case. Sir, as a leader, you candidate who di group or him say bia Ken with the team, who team. Na say who obi ojina or kasama ojina platform so no di other candidate atema. Na say who team me condemn. We see say you are behind it. It in the Ken soon crop for bears on very retaliate, but yeah side no my one is a more and could you be at them. As a matter of fact, we are setting good example, baby. Away. When they started from there too, Obi to say Kwekwana, Justice Kwekwana Kokamba Bawumia early primaries. Right away, our man warning. Kwekwana and third time of Oyina different human. Also, no, I don't want to quote.
Rather was protecting Bawumia no Kwekwana no.
Exactly, because that Ken doesn't want that insult politics. Say you condemn Obi to make me whitewash me. I don't want that. Yan con fair contest. Me winning, I'm a winning, but me winning. It on my one. Just last time Alestete, to me he came out to condemn Alestete. Say you can't say that. And you know when Kokasa no. You cannot follow me and as a be my follower to use those Reddits.
Okay, but what's the answer say they can assassin? But people are also saying say no they attempt the in politics by you.
Oh, saying. Can't fight him the in politics be my politics are here. Yeah, can't JJ start here. Rollins would almost the attempt to boss to throw you now. And you can't and you're doing what politics, my candidate started. And I attempt the no more can if you have been saying. Can you be at them? Who says here, your friend will be beside who say can't do attempt? Name one person I can't do attempt individually. Name one to me. I'll be always who be a hawker. Ken was defending NPP on national platforms. Say be a NDC for a idea now. Of course, not from non Tiasia. He go and see the Omahin Commerce and I say Kabamu. No, I could defend it. And sometimes we all know how he expressed himself. Or no, Obia Samhana, he wants to come out and say it. That doesn't mean so bad baby Obiate. Man, who's on say, we are boy, we are passia, we are argument. And all the time, people misconstrue you. Your confidence as an arrogant and only a problem again now. Last time I fear me my scenario said I brought chromo ayeti say Obako school yan fam free Ghana kolako school na say akola de your school that be odi teacher kasano ayedi obia friend na no ko ubo na teacher for na free parents obai do obuade o on pekas akola we better class are quiet. Yes, this akola de papa in American system. Akola enko school not transit no pekasa. School board of director will call the parents and ask you, say, what's wrong with your child? One, is he traumatized? And now bibi hano. We build confidence.
Okay. And the confidence
exactly. Okay. And he can in all his life, no matter like I said, the grown-up adult life, he live here in the United States. And as confidence as he is, they take that as arrogant. I don't think Ghana or Ghanaian problem or face it. But the man is not arrogant. You have to get close to him to know, say, no. As some papa can, me fan concern yen in a son was a to asuma and I said to asum. One.
Yeah, but back to attaching anyway, fire, and any idea. If
you Jerry can't cry, almost what come
Eric, come you on me.
Almost what come out.
Yeah, send him message say boss I can't.
Jerry, is it Ghana
and Eric come cast out.
Oh no, that means it's from you.
Oh yes, they are telling casa pa. But me, Jerry, me casa ote.
I'll be telling stuff. I'm
casa because me so me telling casa loud and very clear. He's loud and clear.
Jerry, what you mean, okay.
I'm Crawford and mute to me. I'm better.
But I can patch casa.
Jerry, what you mean,
because Jerry, also any person say, the word malafaka, excuse my French. You say, oh boss, Ken, they about politics more status or through man in Crawford. Obi crampon scientific for sending message say, oh boss, why you President Mahamada? In fact, media mechanic Charlotte said the and say, Charlotte say position ya wo easy no cry ye. Best brano koboy. That's one later. Or be part when a man in a man pressure say more on Casano or no be part. But he said it. Enti the argument people say o kase o boss ndidi atema oboa. O boss na jitum say first no kasa man try. And then there was almost be antrigano. Say he's very matured.
Let's accept that. But basically now I can say Obi to say President Mahama, His Excellency, can about Abonte how many times to apologize to him?
Okay.
He has come on boldly more than 3 times. Alekem is my witness. Just recent interview on UTV, he repeated himself. Or say he will apologize to Mama until say Mama will accept it finally. Because when who says I don't know all Yabuani party, no, he has realized that at the end of the day, they tag him say Bawumia Odi. And since the days of Moses, you know 10 commandments, you know. You until the 11th commandment. In Tunisia, man the 10 sins of Canada, Japan there. All for one in account 11 commandments. Into the 10 sins, you know, or he keep that 10 sins instead of 11 sins. It is not going to attack anybody. Oh no, can say. And this is for the after the attacking this or the crowd or end this mama no end this informant or no more information. Look at all this. You compare to be pet. Yes, okay. Now come information. Ridiculous.
Okay.
You know.
I like remember video. People are saying so. Be a here sticker. Sticker there, or yeah, tinting kasi ang kanya. Hete, Vimwa sticker the supporting Canada Japan. Everybody needs a sticker in his campaign. I never get to yes, what I reply attaching engineer, but elegant manguza.
If you sticker Nanka on your politician, I am pretty sure say he would have been in Hollywood by now.
I'm telling you,
acting party, sticker is number 1.
What can you?
Hey, sticker.
Oh, well,
do you remember said sticker before Papa no original radio so no suma mama. Hey, I don't you
were genuinely crying though.
When they came to power, did you remember what the kind of things, the kind of nonsense sticker said to Ghana people? And at some point, you know, I'll say, I think, yeah, that is sticker for you. This guy can act, eh? And you see, when they came to power, the kind of things that they will say, he said there, and then you see, right now, look at sticker worshiping God. Hey, if in campaign as some boy nyum keke, that's the cap about God. He would have hit his head on the ground.
So are you saying that the guy genuinely in Canada, Japan? Because I think he's genuine.
No. No. The guy is in Canada, Japan's camp. I'm just saying that he is an actor. And by the way, Stika is one of the most intelligent human beings in the NPP. Fact. That is a fact. He's a very intelligent guy. But the only thing is that the drama, no, only say drama na kakra. No, the drama, it's just, he can withdraw the drama, just talk your facts and just go. He's a very intelligent guy and I respect him so much. But you see, those are some of the things that people play back to the NPP. Like things like this, you are in a political place. Charlie, hey. And you can even see the glory, not just because that was a that And I make when you are talking about a beautiful Hollywood actor, you see, when you get here, you can be able to adapt and be able to act like them. When you get here, you should be able to adapt and act like them. Stika, if you take Stika to Wulomo, he will worship Pepe like that. When you take him to a Juju place, he will be like that. And when you take him to the mosque, Stika will pray in the mosque right now. Allah Stika, he will speak to you in Arabic. Like Stika is, I have faith in Stika. I have faith in Stika. The thing is that look, the funny thing about Prof, they say
about this Bawumia camp and they expected this way come away because over the last week it's gone to another level where Adwasafo Atwama Bawumia Kennedy Japan say Mobi Anto Aba Mobi Odidi Matem. Mobi Anto Aba Mo because ono Ken ba Anto Aba man. And the Ken Bawumia team now say release attaching and now pay more fire on a first Kennedy Japan camp. In the past, said Omokana also been passed by fire Bawumia camp. Did you expect this kind of hardcore Unibiana? Is it the same as Funka Games and are different?
Let me tell you something. It is very, very unfortunate that Bawumia's camp themselves, they have created their own problem, just like the NPP. You see, the people in the leadership of the NPP today are the ones who elected Bawumia. So the thinking is the same. The thinking is the same. And that is what Jerry said earlier. Jerry Karcher will say, these same people voted for Bawumia in the past. So the orchestration is that let us get these same people to vote for him again. The thinking is the same. Sure? If I ask you, do you know that an average person who may not be a Ghanaian, if you ask him, the person say, how many people are running in the NPP elections primary? You know, they will say only 2 people.
Yeah.
You know that. You know why? Because Bawumia's team have given credence to Kennedy Japan. They themselves have lifted. They lifted him up. They lifted him up because you see, if he was not a co-equal, if he was not a big deal, you wouldn't talk about him. The people who are not big deals, do you hear about Bawumia come talking about them? They don't talk about anybody else. So, and you see, mark my words, if you know, 2024, you and I, we had these conversations here. And everything that I said about the NDC came to pass. And what is happening right now is also coming to pass. Here, if Bawumia should win the next primaries, if Bawumia wins the next primaries, it will take a miracle for Bawumia to win the next primaries. Because, you see, what his people are doing, if Bawumia has any level of intelligence left, he should call everybody to book. Look, don't ignore if forgive my language, Jerry, if they have anything to say here, they should ignore Kennedy Japan. Stop talking up. Don't mention his name, crap. If they go anywhere, they ask about Kennedy Japan. At least pretend as if it doesn't exist. Who are you talking about? And if you have anything sensible to say it to the people of Ghana. Did you see the video I posted when Bawumia was saying that when they come to power, they will have this thing and only NPP people will get work? Somebody should advise him. That? Oh, it's on my phone. I can send it to you.
Let me see.
And then I wrote there, say, who is advising this guy? That is the kind of thing. When you remember when the national elections, when Bawumia gets 10 votes, Napo will go and destroy 7. Now what they are doing is that some of the few sensible people in Bawumia's camp, when they go and bring 10 votes, Bawumia himself and some of the leaders of Bawumia camp, they will go and throw away 15.
Vote by attacking Kennedy Japan.
Absolutely. You don't have to say anything to him. If you look, but after today, have you heard any policy thing that Bawumia have said? Have you heard anything that he has said today?
No.
But you have
also can digitization, can job creation, or can
it is possible. It is possible.
What about first and funding for party grassroots for executive?
If you are going for national elections, this is, you see, the only thing you were able to say is funding for national executive, which you and I know he won't do. You and I know he won't take Ghana money to fund the party executives. You and I know that.
The parties cannot see on the bay.
The party knows that's the party work. So I'm saying to you, sir, they don't seem to have anything to say. By now, if the same Bawumia who asked Mr. Atta 170 questions cannot ask any question. He is not saying anything sensible. And like Kennedy Japan said, even national elections, they were just digitalization. You see what you did right now? We are talking about a former vice president. We're talking about a guy who worked in the Bank of Ghana. So the only thing that you can say about him is digitization. And again, you and I know, we've proven to the people of Ghana said, Bawumia didn't start anything digitization. You saw the video of which he himself admitted. And again, if you don't have, I will send it to you. And it is there, it is online. He himself admitted, say, the mobile ultra interoperability, no, NPP, NDC phone, yeah. That's kind of that. He said it on Committee Faka's program. And you know, he didn't do anything new, but then he tried to coin these words and confuse people like Prof. And then they got excited. Unfortunately, the people of Ghana saw through the noise. You see, the people of Ghana, you can't take them for granted. If Bawumia's team doesn't have anything to say, if they have anything to say, they would have been talking by now. Look, proposal. Have you heard how many ministers Bawumia said he is going to rule the country with? Have you heard how many regions he is saying that he may create or may not create? Have you heard how many hospitals he said he will build? Have you heard how many schools he said?
When he was flag bearer for NPP, he did.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now.
Now I haven't heard. But first,
I'm talking about President of Ghana. Who's he coming, Kruma? If you're Jaisa, man, yes, sir. I'm talking about current affairs, I will say. Current affairs, I will say. To boss it, Prof to boss it. The thing, Prof, I said about Babakani, would a more, the Babakani said, would a more, about me to boss it. Pen for Prof for pen the paper, for pen the paper, natural. Some make
money all and and only can patch all and not Prof from Bra.
See, Bawumia's people, there are 5 candidates. In fact, one of the first people to attack Bawumia was Brian Achampong. For some reason, the Bawumia team, they're not attacking him. And you see Brian Achampong is slowly going down. Slowly going down. He's vanishing.
Why?
Because they are not giving him credence. The Bawumia team is not giving him any.
Okay.
He's going down. Educhum rise up, giddy. Almost say education. He said he did it. They are not responding to him. They're not saying anything to him. Nobody can even see Educhim on the sheet. But Kennedy Japan, Bawumia's team themselves have realized that look, they are looking up to him. And you see what Kennedy Japan is doing, just like Jerry is saying, hey, they have called us. They said don't attack Bawumia. Why? Because Bawumia is nothing to them. He's nothing to them. He is nothing to them. And because he's nothing to them, they don't see a reason to talk about him. The people you look up to are the people you talk about. If you don't look up to a person, you don't talk about the person. And so long as they continue to talk about them, January, I'm saying, it will shock them. And by the time they finish the election, they will realize you would have.
You are saying you are predicting Bawumia Beluzu.
I'm not predicting. I'm telling you, Bawumia Beluzu poto.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Prof. What do you also think this back and forth between Bawumia camp and the Ken camp, you know? Then I cover we are normal to say Alan any Kufuado there and Kufuane a Kufuado there normal yet say NDC Fonka games and I could do near Tamils there and normal.
Okay, we are starting free a kakra. See, I heard 2020 elections, 2012 elections, 2016 elections. Then President Mahama and any team and a contest in so. Enti ni American say Bawumia and say Kennedy and Brian Obia Obawin no the team no MPP for they will rally behind him. Just in politics name recognition it's very, very important. And that is why President Mahama was given every opportunity. Even when he lost by 1 million votes, people never lost hope in him. They gave him the chance. And then 2020 and 2024, we see the outcome. And the Americans say Bawumia, say Kennedy, say Brian, Obio Belidi, MPP, no, or enough time to bring the people together. I'm telling you, to bring the people together. Just look at what Muhammad did. He lost over 1 million votes. He became very miserable. But by and large, he was able to put himself together and then told the nation, said, these are the things I did wrong. So please give me another chance. And now look, the number of votes he won is more than anything that we cannot imagine. So what I'm telling you is that Kennedy Japan, Bawumia, anybody, Obenya chance to represent MPP, no. The first thing that person will tell the nation is that we have realized the mistakes we did. And so now we are coming with what? Clean sheets. So join us and let us do the job for you. And
Okay.
that's going to work.
Party said this Bawumia camp attacking Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan camp attacking. In fact, what for Jerry say, you catch almost a mom, the mom attacking Kennedy Japan. But Bawumia camp no so feel say, I am a camp and starting attack, no. And almost why I say, yeah, gentle at check. In the sense, we are releasing and crop almost attack your movie. It is this, so I'm backering when and every in a buy.
Well, to see Obia who said, Dr. Bawumia, dear, Obia anti Sabia some phone from the noon. And I can't so the camp on the crown, meaning, sir, or you aware, Tomo can be a, and ya dear, to a call round and him for, said was it could to warm him for the yes, Sabi wa home brass yenti, ye beduachi, wa home brass yenti, Kennedy, a chance I did no more nonsense was sacra. So, and to work us only do be at them down. Kennedy, mean tenants sacra no party for instance, one man to a manua, never ban, say. But what you are saying is, Tio.
I money landing.
I was going to correct one thing.
Yeah, can say.
Prof, ya te phone be brief ba we no. E wan te akase mante, yen ya te be brief.
So yeah, what did you be at them?
That be your party say the camp. I didn't mean can't say personality so camp against camp. And him pana punchlines if you because everyone in the every both side because Bawumia camp. Abronye or Bawumia camp.
Yes.
Abronye or Bawumia camp.
Meaning
Bawumia camp. I just some can say men to about mobile did atem. Or Bawumia camp.
They say no.
Attach.
But the two teams, you know, Senior elected a flag bearer, no, they will come together. But Abronya, dear, no.
Say historically, a normal say co-prime minister.
Yes. And this is Krabia Smuda. I'm not quite to 10 home. So, ABC Muda Manana quite watching, one crown any kunu, a president. They say in the Banso by NPP. Yes, it's almost fear no. Obi him how they were living. The same house, the same family. Where a National Democratic Party, and we see here NDC. Kakran. And the parents say there divisions, you know, but the smart ones, you know, are able to patch up. No more combo because one combo more. Obedinku good bia. One combo more. Obedinku good.
No matter how we attack each other, they affect Ochina 2028 candidate on you know any 2028 elections.
2024 no. Usha no attacking no. And a man NPP for lose bitterly because Kennedy, listen, no see attack Bawumia and I say, Alan, so once watching when you just said, and the crane ma party near Bassa, did the American say, almost young answer. They say, Mahama Kennedy, oh, a businessman, Mahama minimum contract or the amount, but so what many Bawumia, Yako, and Bawumia so Tim Kennedy Yako. Number one,
I would say this is unfair. This is unfair to Kennedy Japan.
Bro,
I
would like to catch you off here. Because these are some of the things that Prof, I want to answer Prof here.
Whoever wants
power. You are not Prof.
You are being unfair. Mama contract on the Kennedy. You see, if you want to say earlier, no. Omunam no mo keka say afraid you can't cry your informant, mama. You know, you guys need to Prof, you live in abroad. You live in abroad. You live in USA. Stop this.
No, and
as educated as you are, you don't talk like this on national
MPP
TV.
here, Kennedy, 100 times.
MPP
here, Kennedy, 100 times. And we will work to keep him within the party.
Jerry, don't waste your energy.
Kennedy,
Prof,
to keep him in the party.
has nothing to say.
Period.
You are saying
because now because unim contractor ya makena mama dia mama contract be no dey come it was sign contract they say Oma Bawumia enwi election man.
Oh, there be one thing here.
Missy, I heard
that's what you said.
My very fresh in here. What I wanted to say is say MPP ba government more contractor beer can be a best one so obi part be beba. Don't open anymore. And you me say Bawumia and Kennedy and a Bawumia, they will all come together and lead the nation. It won't any year because MPP for here Kennedy Almost
If you
100 times.
1 second, what is my Prof Kai no? Prof say,
one compare
the Bawumia bar
on one conscious call Lucy. So, enti mo de mo mo ni side no. Mo de mo hwe na the American set 2028 no. Wo ba hu ne be ko so Ghana.
Okay, Prof. One way.
Million votes. Then what me about winning pound? Sana NPP for one baba. Why? Whether can you
all these things?
NPP can
Prof you are going circle. The same thing you keep repeating.
Prof say, Bawumia bar. And again, I'm not saying Ken is not qualified. So Ken is qualified, though. When you're qualified, though, contract of Benyano, a best soon say this is the thing that is destroying Ghana. How can you say things like this when we are going for work primaries? Say contract to Nipa Benyano, a best soon chin. How do you know that? How do you get jumped there? That we will give you plenty of money.
To be fair, I think he was just trying to.
No.
I'm saying the tree sometimes how money, not the specific terminology no be used to know. But about to contract can say. But
why will he say that? What I'm saying is that no. I agree with you. But Jerry
contract.
Exactly. Jerry is qualified. It's more qualified than Canada Japan in maybe 2030. But I can maybe Jerry is more qualified. How did you determine that he will get contract? Why are we going to with contract at this point?
Okay.
At this point,
I get your point.
Yes, I disagree with Prof. Some more can be brave. Because it's some not canning who nitin who the night. He keep going circle and circle and repeating the same thing. One, NPP for a call parliamentarians and ministers. Obiano awanya contract nibio. They get omubianya contract. But the question is the contract no mojieno and for so bad the basuma Ghana. Etino say Kennedy enya the contract and or deep wayimu. If you let me give you good scenario. Because but one Prof brought this, I'll bring it in. E-Gate, right? How many dollars ne cost to Bawumia say also I could build the E-Gate? $250 million for E-Gate?
No, Bawumia na contract na I'm with my company. Say Bawumia na contractor.
He almost spearheaded here. He told Ghanaians that it cost $250 million just to build an E-Gate. Now, Obia is $6 million. They are building cardio and dialysis center. Kolebu 37 military hospital, which accommodate about 80 beds. The cost involved was $6 million. In Sia, so I can't build a gate. I'll do any cost for it cost Ghana $250 million. Are you kidding me? Bawumia can one about Ghana chrono. They are starting. You want some way more. Yeah, Papa Nama want to say we shouldn't talk. But if this is the tangent Prof want to go, I'm going to expose his candidate. Who the 250 million building E-Gate? Come on.
Analysis don't
tell me, man. Don't come and tell me, sir. Your contract. Ken is getting contract.
Project simply now. They are not boarding. You see, the bottom line is that I don't want to go there.
Just keep quiet, let me talk.
Kasa.
Keep quiet, let me talk. Who a penny? You don't do that.
Also, I say, what I don't say.
What the Kasa?
Me fair honesty. Kennedy, the man is campaigning what he can do for Ghana. Ojina Badian can will be better in the opinion. Or say, maybe decentralized ministries, or the Ministry of Agri, or Beko Northern Region, Ministry of Tourism, or Beko Volta Region, Energy, or the Beko where the Beko Central. That is what we call ideas, rich ideas. And near me, Bebo Mino, and Oka. me ba ma wo say bro Ghana yetimi de bro ye we yetimi de bro ye we yetimi de bro ye we bro kwan ye niema mako over 40 and I say over 32 niema na enya free banchi mu over 13 product na enya free bro mu kube yenya niema over 10 e wo mutini. These are jobs are all kase se me ba kube banchi bro eso on fast work and gold. He said it emphatically. Just like Kayebetimi Asheb Niema or Kana Ghana Yetiana Supermoa. Ghana is rich, but because
but touch your mama once. I say, I'm Muslim Baya. Can MPP more over 20 years? I don't know why.
I feel thank you. Attach your beer. Say. Maybe I'm not law no and why great can count to me. He doesn't even understand what Ken is saying. Or yeah, just law. What better attach as send you do a broker, he probably don't know how to plant a broad seed. But yeah, all that I'm saying they say. So who can say Ken or Pali MPP that the one farmer? I collaborate at your best. That means propaganda politics. Yeah, make can be Tiano. And Rafa said, Bonte said they are going on YouTube for interview. I only saw Bawumia picture on it. I don't know Bawumia na kokasa na attach and kokasa. Because they know Bawumia go now be go for livika. Attach himself on no for so a gangari and okwako yi semano. And some okoka onyina me ba third grade across at the what is he talking about? Akola get you me ba third grader. 7 years. Oh, because I'm
Poncho, and I want to attach him.
Poncho, so I don't call so Poncho. As some of kind, excuse my French. As some of kind, if you tell me, say interview attach your career.
No, competence, second in emotional intelligence. Can you qualify the crowd based on your cana? Division now. Ken is only qualified as a trade minister and not as a president.
Look at that.
President Betna Konyaso, I swear oath of secrecy. Na Ken go only secrecy. It will only look at no man swear oath of secrecy. Or no the cabinet as my betwa bonting. I know si penny mante Ken in him side and your bronco for. He said all those things.
Afia.
The person responded.
Mommy respond. Ken or say Ken nim oath of secrecy. Me pacho say again recent NMA SCC and as a Ken Becker or be president and some okay can be new idea because a comobia Ken ni improphobia di including on no attach ya and yana no koka motherfucker case ya and some of Kafra Kufuado who go Heathrow Airport track Ken. If Ken doesn't know how to keep secrets, Ken would have revealed it to a Kufuado and yes, a Kufuado man in ministerial position. That is another secret. Yes, attach here and that's what Dick or concern or ye a Kufuado Ken. And some of Kafa, a Kufuado Ken, or Heathrow Airport.
I think keeping a secret till today.
Today, Saka Ken and keep us secret, no, Becca Kufuado, or no, be keep secret. Ken would have revealed that secret to a Kufuado for a Kufuado not to appoint attach here as a minister. What is he talking about?
If you Ken also mentioned, sir, the details of the conversation he won't release yet.
Up to date,
he has not released it, and he also said,
there are more damning things.
He also said that under President Kufuor, AU Village, he bought a $500,000 home and dash Atachia. But for Atachia to know, he didn't say
responded and Atachia said, he has also pushed this thing to Ken. Say, Ken will deed now of Ambra. Deed no covering a dine of Ambra. Second word, the document covering the house of Ambra. Over anything that will prove so I'm more no attaching. So he is responded. He has also responded.
Mami mremu kakra. Second kasa oto down my touching. It could be friendship way. Bia Ken mahu dan do or is legal. Mpese me koto.
But when you like on top of
me to me tremu. So say Ken me prove the deed. Anyway, Bia is not on document, right? I'm just assuming ABI is not on document. Okay, Mahuda we me koto me call $100,000, but Charlie me grab 50. Me 50 so. Oh, ata and you remember 50 account now there.
Okay.
He probably can give you that money. That doesn't show.
Official check no can never check him ra.
The Ken, sometimes he contradicts himself. Ken can just go out there and write a check and backdate it on that day. No, they are better saying, how about that? Sometimes I think, because I touch him, because law school, I trust you. I don't think they have it. Because as smart as he is and call himself as a lawyer, you don't sit on national radio or national TV to say such things. Make me call law school.
But you should be fair in your language to him.
Thank you. I'm trying to bite my teeth. If you have assembly, so what I say, because like I said, Ken should bring the checker. Me the checker, me quack of family old check. I write the amount and put that date on it. Now the better say date I'm the man. And also, can you defend that? Sometimes when we are speaking, we should be in. Yeah. If you ask me, let me put it there.
But Ken team, no, I must have more team no say no. Any touch upon or then say dynasem no. Or say or the Kate Yamon. Kate Yamon. I think that anytime we go because Kate Yamon can also jump in and come and say something else. Into say no let that matter die. Otia say, but over Jerry, this year I'm also more responding to one started one started here. Bawumia come na attack him first, and I'm attacking Bawumia. And
thank you for asking this question, and I met me go to get that was asking. You know when all this started? It started when they decided to go for thank you talk.
Okay.
Number one.
Elikem kasa same way.
Omuko ya na omuko thank you talk no. Omuko share no na omo being said. So thank you to itself no. Let's bring Ken in. Near the corner yakwa embarrassing the public at trade delegates. This is how we're gonna put our structure. Yeah, the neko we are. Yakwa ada say ebe mo no di kan kasa na ye we are ne kasa no kan ni ama others na by to come and condemn his speech or disown the associate ourselves from what you say. They made him talk or first thing I call Koka say already bye no. Or the Chowpanema delegate and from Sobia NPP ayom. Adia be NPP yam etia umbiano ujna penifo nyina na mo pom chow. Eti mo fan cheye na mo no going forward no. You be correct your mistakes. Now you ba mu bi you be kai no. Yes na kwet. O kan we awaka bone. O kan we ye no anyo mo de. Ena I think say one of them came but Yamana Nkasa. During that time no the same platform me modin Nanabi obi ko board Nanabi assume our platform achi say why would they allow Ken to speak before them? Eno ye katasu muamu aso. Emma yanka ho asem bio omuko pie was it Bruno region ho baby Ken kasa wie ya pe e no ma abro nye be attack him
on the okay
so attack ni started from there and on be attack no attacking abro nye kasa wie okon afia I want you to go back and watch the video abro nye kasa wie ya pe e no dan no ko shake Bawumia o man 5 Kyle my weird Juma no my weird in and we all saw it. And don't think coach can so slow. Yes, ya ba Ashanti region or baby. Oh, partner be working ni pasekai. Ya chese.
Okay, you know.
Yeah, thank you. It is a yes orchestrated plan and well calculated thing and no more yeah to it can't shade no say baby I didn't con one shot. You be kun obi ba shelo. Let me redraw. And or train who free. Thank you, Todd. No contrary fee. Adreno. That is why can't free moon and the best see because can't free now for thank you, Todd is not relevant. Uncle by Biafra camera be a new mochi. Obekaya after Ken redraw name one constituency by year more omunya publicity no. They didn't get it. And in a year will be show mumu. a free ho, and I feel me Nimnia, a quartia woman, and I brought your quatra to me radio. Kodi di Ken attempts and the same Nadia, and sending walk rabbit to me, nor did the Sunday cum, bed drilling in our 12. Nina was a plan what? They are provoking because you're in second year. Ne kuma hand in Tinuko Kana.
I do say about me team a sponsor Abronya to attack Ken.
Thank you. Etino, if Abronya was fully sponsored, say, yeah, Juma way my because that's the only time I'll be nyano. And I young team ni binu su nya but trade ya papa de trans here say listen. Adi omu ye nyina set up. They want you to come out to retaliate to what is going on. Don't utter a word, don't say a word, let them do. Omuya at the end of the day, no, is rather going to elevate you. Send the early no. It almost started somebody can begin to get that sympathy support.
Vote, okay.
And you vote sympathy support. I feel now some of the Bawumia camp no cry now come more Bawumia. Obviously, I feel the Moya Mabroso. That be the Yamuya who's the Ken is right. Then people start shifting to Ken. I know many also, but now it's too late to stop Abronya. And then Abronya continue pushing. Obia Besone so. Yes, we say two things on the internet near there. There are no bloggers na neko. But any frontline from Ken camp did not utter a word. Or media Abronya temp, ya ni Bawumia temp, ya Nkashri. If you talk about bloggers now, yes, Obia can the other day. But frontliners may become nobody utter a word.
The big question I be Uncle Phobus and Bawumia, we need this racer. Can there be unity to the extent that Ken Beckers or best supporting on
that? That's a good question, but I would rather want you to vice versa. Second, we near Bawumia for Rombebana.
Yeah, but who knows? They say who Ken camp. That's why I'm asking you. That's you know. Bawumia nebe we near. Ken Ben any bet me na kwa ba be ya adwuma na.
Sir, ebe depending on 24 no. National executive, any whatever community their name is. But you ask us, Ken who we near, would they also join? Because the status are brewer.
Okay.
I didn't know if you have formed by the corner, Ken is winning. There's no amount of Akola band there because Ken is winning. One, sir, last prime minister, you call it Bawumia government machinery. Okra police council, military, one armed forces, commander-in-chief of Ghana, so Kufuor Tadachi, name it, all security apparatus, everybody, ministers, NCD, whatever they call them, including Prof. Otihebi, Obinyata Bawumia. Ekosi saying, Ekomaya 41%. Electoral commission crowd time I did results in 9 constituencies in Beka. It's dropped to 38.2. 38. But it's okay, let's maintain the 41%. Because 41% came in and now there's still a standing nine police station by. After Sana and Beka, it came to 38.2. But yeah, now so some of us we know Bawumia got 38.2. Thank you. It is a Samutia said, Sadipa way you're presenting in Ghana, you're marketing for 16 solid years. Now, I say 16 years, Ababa put the answer in Franco. I don't see any logic in this. If you are no more reference, say, Kufuor Kufuor compressor. If you think about it, and yes, I need Canada. You call back, a Dubai call back, your Pamono. John Mama and Kasa Yaka, John Mama won in his first term. Dr. Hilary Man, or call back, we need Dr. Buzia, or we need first time or coin. It is a son of Canada, and yet there's so many references. I remember saying, you know, one copy. We shouldn't even go there.
Okay.
As politicians, don't tell them, we call a Kufado, a Kufado, a commune, Kufuor, Pomia, that means about me, I become pregnant. In the would they fought in a systematic way, yeah. Bawumia will go 4 times before winning. Okay. Let's put that aside.
Mami Musa we answer na mako prof or prof mpesa me yasa wo Bawumia camp officially na ma yehu but I want them to sort this one out first. Whether Prof or Bawumia camp officially and a Prof, because you are speaking like
I'm not a registered member of Bawumia. I'm not a registered member. The last time I registered for this line was in 1992. Now, the American said, Jerry, said, Ken or her. Me will be a or minor or bet me a koyanim.
Is that Ken and is that Educhumana Bawumia?
Ken a diabaqua metanechi. Duchuna diabaqua metanechi.
It will officially be Bawumia camp.
Menini camp. But maybe I'm stand for progress. Here, I stand for progress.
Why drive it?
Oh, my name. Mr. Obi Obaba, and the first, you know,
the Reman the knockout.
Yeah, oh, Nigeria Samben Waka, Kennedy crowd, Kasma Oka, Kobakase Jaika. Kennedy, Jerry Smoke, Kennedy Waha, Kobakase Jaika. What I'm saying is that Mumia Mua will be obedi or man and him. No man, I ye. You need to be
Nipa kuno ne wan. No man and improve.
Sir Kennedy Baba, young United, and the Makacho said. Because
so far
Kennedy, let me say that again. MPP for here Kennedy, because or adrenaline MPP for here Bawumia, MPP for here Brian, and Tisa Nipa means somebody party, or be a department more a year. Now, Momian try say, Yanya, won't you, whatever 2024, Amania 2, MPP for no, some 120 Edna Mikacho say, Sir Kennedy Crow, Kajarin, some of the brow can Kawaka say, withdraw. Because on an ania brace will be your mind in him. A combo fast will be now. Son of can
you name one?
Saying,
But Prof, second we need to see
yes, but
can there be unity for the general election?
I'm telling you, sir, second winner, Bawumia will never run away. Or support no. Because he likes unity within the party. Take it from me. I think you are recording this. Into the damage through Kennedy winner. Bawumia will never run away. Bawumia will never run away.
Okay, yes. And
Brian will also not run away. They will all follow him.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Brian will never run away.
Okay, and someone will tell you because Brian Subeka said Bawumia Faka Prama Eastern region. He had to bankroll everything from 24 Kanina Wachia and an Atosia Kasomubo Bawumia Moa or Mono Munire Janino. So I don't know how
there'll be a time they'll come together to fight with a strong arrowhead. Yes.
How this compares to Funka Games? Because I know between Funka Games, at Atamel to come in and Akunedu camp. Ya two abani and Kunedu team now and support it for the campaign. If I take you back to 2004, Obeda Samuamu Diano, NBC Congress, and I was there, I reported all those Congress up to Tamadeni, and I reported. When Obeda Samuamu Semneba, Roman Kobwa, Rollins and Crawford, executives, no, Anya campaign. They have to do the campaign on their own. And the Prof normally it's a division back. They are not losing, especially acrimonious. They say Obeda Samuamu time, no. They will not go and support. I want you to see. Do you think that the Omumi Enuka way we need a support possible?
Yes, I firmly believe in this. Google and so until they will come together.
Okay,
they will come together. Look, in 1979, power election of honor. Samoka yeah, ama President Lima baby T Victor no, and then you know a man for team, but. Sabi, one way about for no moon the history of the political party. Kakran, they were able to regroup and about winning power. And you can handle. What dear, Mummy and share 2028, all of them will come together and then fight a worthy cause to win power, to move the nation ahead.
Do you think they're possible? Taking Funka Games
let me, you will be such a question me, Nubi. I mean, let me answer some before you continue. One, you ask, say, Ken has been in the NPP for all of these years. Why hasn't he? If you was it about me, I would told you, I say, even Vice President Cry or Biantino. Is it about me? I would told that even him as Vice President Cry, nobody was taking his advice.
Yeah.
So if Vice President Crampo, nobody was taking his advice, then a common MP who is not even a minister, who would have listened to him? That is one. Secondly, we'll say, will they help? And then this part, let me be very careful and let me be passionate. I'm a healthcare, let's say healthcare worker by technicalities. See, let's be careful the way we talk about people's health. If we are going into an elections, and again, Jerry and Co, forgive me, if people can make statements like opening somebody's head is not different from opening your mouth. It's not different from opening your stomach. It's not different from opening your chest. It's not different from opening your leg. It is all your body.
Am I a C-section? Exactly. Does it affect your health?
Exactly. No, like people fall sick and they go to the hospital. There is nothing wrong with it. You can go under surgery and by the way, people who have gone through some of these surgeries are healthier than people who have not gone through anything. Because maybe what they know now, you don't even know, say you have bigger problem. So this, and I listen to matured MPP people saying things like and I'm saying that for healthcare purposes, we cannot. You see, the next thing that is going to happen is that even if somebody say, the doctor tells somebody that, oh, there is a little bit of tumor in your head, we need to do this. The person will say, because we can't stigmatize things like that. And the reason why I say that carefully is that when you make some of these statements, it goes beyond politics. And when you win, it becomes very difficult for the person to work with you. Because you are the one.
Because of seminal market canon.
It has gone past it has gone past politics. When you go into healthcare and you go to family lives, you are breaking any opportunity to reconcile.
First and foremost,
yes, somebody called Boca.
Yes. And you hear people say things like that, and you are asking yourself, say, why will somebody open his mouth to say a thing like that in politics just for the sake of? And again, even if it is true, like what? So what? Like you don't know what happened. You don't know what the person did. You don't know.
Their money is even more dangerous if you take 2028 elections. People said the same thing about Atamos. Right. Atamos went on to win the elections in 2028.
Exactly.
And became the president. And we should be careful how we use to area. And even before Atamos died, there were people who didn't show one sign of sickness.
Exactly.
So exactly. Health conditions can happen to anybody.
Thank you. So let's put that away. Let the NPP stop this nonsense. It doesn't make any sense.
Prof, will be a deacon at them.
Prof, let's not go. Hold on. You see, and so let this end today. Bawumia has gone under the knife before. Almost a lot of people who are that age have gone under the knife before. There is nothing wrong with it. It doesn't diminish your functionality as a human being. It doesn't destroy anything about a person. So let's put that aside. Now to the matter. You see, again, as something I work about Fonka and then Nana Konodu and the NDC party near the end. You see, and that is why you see when Prof is doing the, let's just say politics now. You don't even understand. You don't even understand why Prof is saying things like that.
Beyond the show, okay? Go ahead.
That is fine. For example, now earlier on, Okasaya copy say if you back roll is if you mono now nipa baku now the whole house you don't even know who is who. And I'm like, you don't know the Abu Jinapos and the John Jinapos. You don't know them. You don't know the
I know that.
The NDC's vice chair Abanga and the brother who is in the NPP. You don't know Harashid Bawa and the brothers. You don't know all of this stuff. Like
Bawumia family, yes.
Bawumia himself. So why will you go why will you go to the gutters like that? It's unnecessary. The fact that Nana Konedu started another party, I mean, come on, Prof. You don't don't do some of those things. So to the point is that, again, if you're to some extent, you are right. But that is again that proves the point. Prof point said things have happened in the past. It didn't destroy any party. Just like you are saying, Koforia, as a trouble, as a trouble in that baby. At the end of the day, the parties survived. So for you, for executive to say, we saying in term now one time you best solve it. I mean, why are you preparing for one? Why are you preparing for all of them? Why can't we hold elections 2 years to the elections? If there is any problem, call the people indoors, talk to them. If they won't listen, that is fine. Move on, because the choice of the people, nothing will wash it away. Nothing.
I just even remember as Elikem Okaze ya BOB to say that Bawumia ko yi ne ha ne Orlando. Story ni na me
but me cast almost say it's a stroke or something like that. Almost I didn't call London.
Yeah, I still agree in London.
Health should not be
Where your personal issue?
Health should not be the subject of any political discussion.
Because boy your party no ya beg cancel.
That is why I said. That is why I only said that. That is why I said that Bawumia also went under the knife.
They are all working together. The one can be they all come out clean.
Okay,
Prof, use the mute. Prof, use the mute button, Prof. That is why I said that Bawumia also went under the knife. Full stop. So let us put that aside. So if you're it's a contest. Even has Kotoko. It is a contest. So there will be conversations, there will be bragging, there will be all kind of things that will be done. But at the end of the day, does that mean that Katakwa and has not anything? One person will win, one person will lose, there will be a draw. So for a party executives to sit down and the brilliant idea they can come up with is that let us build the roof first. And then when we finish, we can build a lentil level. And when we finish, we can then build down. To think like that. And again, Prof, you don't understand what I'm saying. You think I'm talking about grassroots. You don't understand. So just listen. Don't worry about it. For a party to think that they can just circumvent the process and hand over the leadership, because you see, Prof, if you don't know, when a party loses power, the leadership of the party is the headquarters. The party chairman, the general secretary, the organizers, they become the leadership. Now, the only reason why they want to relinquish the leadership to another person quickly, because the moment they elect a flag bearer, that flag bearer becomes the leader of the party. So that person is in charge of everything. That person is in charge of fundraiser and everything. I'm not talking about campaign team, Prof. You don't seem to understand. I'm not talking about campaign team.
Your point is made. Your point is made. I'm saying,
yes.
Man, what I wanted to find out was to say,
yes,
Nana Fredo never joined the main campaign team after losing Fonka Games.
That very one, yes.
Is it likely? And I'll try a NPP cry. But even Alan Akufo-Addo, people never joined an Anado campaign to win elections. There were very clear divisions. And to Lomu win, and you find even MPs who were on that side. I am more appointment to that. And the Aslam person who are responding to Assembly appointments together. Sometimes they may never come together, especially in acrimonious. To say Jerry can say, Jerry can excuse my friend, this become very personal. Yes, sir. Unity is very dicey.
Yes.
Unity is very dicey.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying, that it goes beyond politics at this point. And because it goes beyond politics, it becomes very difficult. And thanks to the lazy NPP national executives, in case one person loses, they have 3 years. 3 years to decide on anything they want to do. Because that is one of the reasons why the old people who had brains in the NPP, the Daroches, decided that if we are out of power 2 years, a year, if we are in power 1 year, for some reason, this JFK money idea, they feel say, look, we can't. So let us.
They are lazy.
Change. They're completely being lazy. The process should have been followed. They should have stayed as leaders. They should have made sure, because you see, they lost elections to 2024 December. Then 2025 December, by January, by 1 year, you don't want to be leaders again. You want to hand over leadership to somebody else. And that person runs everything from their office now. That is pure laziness. That is purely not taking accountability. You did not even allow the party to even accept the defeat less than in a year. You need at least 2 years for this to go into the people, gradually work your way back. But what you are doing now, you see, what the best you will get is that if Bawumia wins, the best you will get is that Kennedy Japan will keep quiet for the next 3 years. That is the best you will get. Well, the worst is that he will form a party or he will go independent. The best Kennedy Japan will get is that Bawumia will keep quiet. The worst is that he will form a party because 3 years is a long time.
I know it's dangerous. When Kennedy Japan start to cast or fight or yeah party. Any NPP better start.
And if you one last thing, were we not here in Ghana when NPP said that they said a trim delegate process and they were allowing every NPP member to vote, So what happened? That they are gradually chopping off all of those. They did voting, and over the whole country, they did elections for thousands and thousands of people. Right now, from what I hear, 220,000 delegates. How come the NPP is going back to the delegate process? Again, because someone is being lazy. You are supposed to raise funds from the branches, constituency, region, national, before you come to the flag bearer elections. Okay. This one, you are just demanding money from 5 people. And you have to do delegate elections. Okay. And cancel cancel the proxy vote. You are canceling so many things because you want one person to win. I wish them well.
Okay. Yeah, speaking about the proxy vote.
About proxy vote. We are against proxy vote,
No, I feel I came proxy vote, yeah. From where the angle he is coming from now, you may think that and can be favor. But in other words, it was going to go against us. Right? Eric, let me explain to you. Proxy, they are structure NPP the two we even fight for it. You remember Ropa?
Yeah.
Nanka okay. If Sen Komumbe follow the same structure and Enkoye bias, it was good. But what was going to happen? They said last primaries now you to abana. Yet Chromo yet also to abano through electronica. Ubianya email, the email na you send it across Osaka there's a what to be. The next thing we heard, they say the whole diasporans in US has thrown their support behind one candidate, which is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We're winning 100%. It started from all this proxy. It said, oh, Sanet here, and here. The proxy in your bioma, says I do ACB. And they start fighting and say, no, proxy in the they were fighting it because it was going to benefit one candidate. Now, you cancel proxy. I don't know if you have followed it very well. Ubo said there's some sort of particular group will be there fighting for it. They even wanted to take it to court and blah, blah, blah. You know the camp that they are fighting for. You see that in Narazos, they are coming from this particular camp. That is what they are fighting for. The woman said, you said Nipa 30, and I said Nipa 50. Ewo proxy wo kromwa. Yewo NPP penifo wo kromwa. Let me use US as a reference. Me mo bi edin. Omuti kromwa. What they do ni say me Jerry. You come to me and ask, due to my problem in college school near the oh, and they will prosy the farmer me, right? No, I Jimmy prosy, oh, that be me prosy farmer, oh, that would have farmer me will be out over 2 candidate open. Trusting that person said.
People were buying the proxy votes.
They were buying from us. It is a $200 or $300, not their money. No, I Jimmy prosy, no. Of the 2, 3, 300, 200, 200. Let me just on hypothetical way. You have a ton of 300 times 3 by 3. That is how much? 9,000, right? We're spending $9,000. They have top proxy vote. That 30 proxy he's going to sell it to one candidate. I'm not going to mention it. Some candidate, no, the command, they sell one proxy for $5,000. It at the end of the day, no, it gives him $150,000. Wa pocket it until 9,000 if you when you see be eye obi cocoa season.
Right.
I ought in cocoa. Those people were going around TV interviews and all sort of interviews. So yeah, tears here, the back court because they know that they have lost.
We are against proxy, no.
No, we wasn't against, but national neck for the bus.
If you just one line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jerry, one line.
The link not to one. So person friend we share
Jerry,
views
one line.
and any tension
No
build up now, but we are free so be join the link no for okay high live radio, Vim radio online. You know, bet me afa. Now I join. Go Facebook or YouTube. So my penny comments into know to me join it with that. Elikem.
If you my understanding
Okay, just a point of your personal information.
Yeah, my understanding is that every constituency was bringing about 9 delegates, and to the US would have had maximum of 9. Maximum 9. 9 will not make any change. If you decide to buy it 1 million, it will not make any change.
Let me no. This time at this abuse. Remember when they decided to add old executives?
Right.
To vote.
Expanded electoral college.
We end up getting almost close to about 100
in the US.
In the US.
But you see, but most of the people who are going to go, some few, like last year, I must say the whole proxy on a whole diaspora was 78.
I get your point. All that I'm saying is that not everyone who will be ready to go to Ghana and vote.
I understand.
And to that proxy, there was going to be a scheme. And that scheme, neck before we say last primaries, they be election committee na ya form. They know all these things. So what I say, they know better than I do. Man, the trans say no. Send here na fear back when you side view.
There's no proxy vote in this primary.
No, if you want to vote and you live in abroad,
December ticket abroad.
So now, who don't mind, and I will say, who person you president.
People like yourself near there, no okay, ticket.
Oh yeah.
By Jerry with him, you know that. But you see, on a light note, this is part of the problem that I'm saying. This is Kokosis in Maobi. And Naga chairman, the secretary be our USA. Naga Jimmy 1,000 be the idea. Now the person cannot even get that one. Now he has to go all the way to Ghana to go and sell. He's still going to sell it anyway. They're still going to sell it anyway. And instead of selling it here, collect some 200, you still have to go home and stuff. No, this is Kokosis. People must eat. And these people are about to eat twice. These people are about to eat twice.
Exactly.
You NPP people who will win the next one, make sure you punish your party.
Hey,
we will unite them. We won't punish them. We will unite them. And also, what we're gonna do, they say, it's about time we have to conscientize our own people. Okay. Tell them, idea with Udo Maya, you don't do this. Udo Party, you don't do this. I don't know, a contest now. I fear all the 5 contestants, everybody deserve it. You knew training the other one. Among the 5, when they are back 2 million man, bet me 2 million on general election, they are brave in terms of competing with NDC. Because I'm trying to do my NDC 4 years, they say, yeah. I have nothing against them. As you
think NDC is doing a good job now?
They're doing a fantastic job. And so, I say, some of young people before try to condemn. Don't propaganda. If you are the if you are a Ghanaian and you say you don't see what NDC is doing now, not just Ghana, not so Ghana, because me NPP, me a Ken supporter. I want Mama to be succeed in his governance. Say Mama succeed here, or free work, not a Ken bar. It will be easy for Ken to also fail. No one knows they will follow the same trend on their bus route. But maybe we should say, Mama, on fall it, na me bomb fire, na me trap tones, Mama can never succeed. Say Mama and succeed here, next government to be banned. Also be break.
Yeah.
Because now Mama will take the country to the ditch. Now it's you. Up to you to bring that country from that ditch to the surface. If you do surface now you are starting. The first 2 years, no, they cover free ditch, and they are better surface. The last 2 years now, person who progress in the bus road. Election is near. It will mean yesterday. Now, Opisu Tiache no also wish was our last 2 years.
It is now. So far, the mama has done well. But what is the first number one thing? Because mama a year excellently, and our year at least.
I would say the sustainability of the dollar depreciation and I said fantastic. Say anymore
Thank you.
We took it to
Wait,
4 to 17. No. We took it from 4 to 17. It's a fact. It's all over. When you say me support them, I'm stating facts.
Okay.
There are data there shows say yes. We took it from 4 to 17. No, but within 1 year, almost maintaining under $12, under 12 cedis. Now say 1 year and we're maintaining below 12 cedis. We should stop propaganda politics and applaud our 247. Oya Bawumia now. No Bawumia cheni penny debris. But the guy is good. At 247, I never heard at 247 lecturing say, I will arrest dollar, I will do this if fundamentals are weak. I never heard that from him. Or no, he believe in action. So he has delivered. And who am I to come and condemn you and answer to criticize the Najuma Oye? It's a boy now, let's applaud him. He and support them costumes. They say, so much maintaining under 12. Now, say, Yamia, I don't know, Ken, so bad. No, so bad, no, so be maintaining be at 12, no, so better under 11. So, okay. That's what I'm fighting for.
Prof, the same question. Prof, do you think Mahama 1 year?
Yo, I Matia Jerry, and I'm a catcher, sir. Second crowd, ha, someone can be break over Sequano too.
I forget, I know me person was saying Mahama.
Yeah, oh, Mahama, then, to say, how we also buy from a critic master, it's laudable. Why are there? And a currency so working, very good. So, now, anyone be bro, and toasting, workers also with your McCain, necessary teacher for just say, horrible. But why you be?
Point of
Ophelia, the nation as a whole. Ophelia, the nation as a whole has failed. We don't want to fail. We all want to succeed. And Mumia Muano, but that be a cancer. At workers also want to Canada. Sabi, and Yadia, so necessary to me, not by 10 months, Untiomoka, but when you find scat at cover be our pay. Now there's some more quarter playing. Yeah, I must say, a Kufa dear, now we go, most more down the back right chest. So, and charge money, dear warrior, Mumia Muano, the Sanko ya, young Nanya Bebre, Yanya, we better say, Yaka contium. If ya, Kianako, and Mumia Muano, not 1 year, let's say, can't bet here, Yaman, or can I say, you can't want to answer 2028, and I'm not for better margin. Who be that?
And to probably budget a mama government that is one prominent idea why you idea by exchange rate in our
exchange rate to come home. And I say, well, the budget to yes, I will be highway to Comaseno, and it's very, very important. Go home. And another cranny so could be a house unit to be a whole. Yeah, and also say very good. Now, me cram me transanka saglemi house, or back home, no, because they say a white elephant.
No, I know that the court case in Tino and person more has
on starting a court over to me a coy. In some paper court or you have to go over to me, you have to go. No, quiet, I'm an free hall. Yes, okay. By a president over to me or Nihuagro. Why, sir, house in Opama Ghana for Yan this phone call cotton. Obia cotton be workers, and I say, young Naya Boano, not a year. Now, the American Beyonce said, Kennedy, Branyo, Chumo, Bawumia, Obio Babano, NPP for Momia Bako, Yanta Mochi. Momia want to be a Mianti party. No, sir, 2024 in the I had the papa. No more face breaking the 8. Oh, free HSS, all this, Yabako. But your quarter about Mohun Yakosi. And team Panifuano, they must come together. One more answer can no vote in and once some arguing. No more back team no Nyama Oman Yafe, the Pamcho Bebre.
Okay.
Yamekano.
Prof, I mean, I was early came there and another person they come. But say, oh man, joining, but I can just a few minutes now. Your point, you know. My posting link in this tab, but I think a lot of people are not seeing it. I think because of the system they use to, you know. I'll go back to the previous system.
Since 2008, this is the first time in Ghana's history that the cedi will end the year possibly appreciating against the dollar. This is the first time since 2008. Prof, unfortunately, I don't want to use the word that maybe you say because I'm a Ghanaian. Prof, today, that last month, there was a technical issue. So the allowances of the teachers weren't paid. Today, that one and the current one was all paid. Again, you need to be abreast before you come on radio, Prof. Don't be ignorant and come on radio. You need to read a little bit before you appear here. If you need to, you could have just Googled.
Yeah, in context of what? I think he has read. Professional education. Okay.
No, he didn't. No. I'm saying that
in reference to what you should have also
before you mentioned, it was needless. It was needless.
What was needless?
It was needless to allow citizens to work for 10 months without pay.
Do you understand? Do you understand what is happening? We are building a nation, and issues happen just like in the United States of America. If was the US not under lockdown for almost 50 days, and was anybody paid during that period?
No.
Nations are built.
People were paid. Yeah.
No, federal workers were paid. Federal workers were paid.
Yes, federal workers. During
the shutdown. No. The recent one, the shutdown when
Trump shut down. No.
Yes.
No, they were not paid though.
They were not paid. Government shut down. No government.
No. Exactly. No federal workers were paid. That is what I'm saying, sir. So things like that happen, and things happen in every country. If something happened and then the government says, sir, because of this allowance will not be paid, then you come in here and say, Prof, you need to uplift your game a little bit. You've been mentioning these 10 months since 19 Koboto Jojo. You've been mentioning this Jerry thing since please lift your game up a little bit. Before you come on radio, research a little bit. Because you and I have done this several times, Prof. You can't come here and recycle the same.
You want him to give an example that you want. Let's be fair to Prof. We can't.
No, he doesn't have one. He doesn't have one.
Generally, say one research.
He did not. I'm saying, sir, on
academia.
I'm saying that on the matter of speaking to the people of Ghana, you need to read on the matter you are going to mention. If you're going to come and mention certain things, I'm saying that read on the matter before you come here. What's it?
A salary issue.
Exactly. You need to address yourself and be aware, say. And by the way, the government issued a statement, the accountant general issued a statement today. So if you're not informed, don't go, hey, where am I? Look, again, you see what Jerry. By the way, you see what Jerry did. If you 1 second, you see what Jerry did here. The same thing Kennedy Japan did some time ago. Even when they were in power, he said that Mwana Mose, Yeba Power Yanko IMF. Namwa IMF, he said, I can't defend this. And that is the decency of doing politics. And people like Prof, even though you are an MPP, you need to lift your game up. Jerry said, I can't floor him.
I think you are belaboring this point. I think Prof accepted to say, when you're updated.
We are moving on. We are moving on. I need to make the point.
I'll call home.
Also, when
people are complaining, I'll call them. Go ahead.
And then, like Jerry said, again, that is a brilliant thing. And look, we all need to add to the development of the nation. It is okay to say, but I think I can do better. It is okay. It is okay to make some of those statements. But this kind of the backward mindset, even though you can see Gani, everybody. Wanka. He said people are not being paid salary. He started mentioning unnecessary things.
No. Budget. I will be Kumasi, Manka. And I'm just telling you
the highway that the MP wrote against. If you listen, the country for the first time, there are so many things happening. every sector is seeing real growth. We saw under Bawumia, just like people mentioned, Jerry mentioned, even uncompleted runabout, Akufo-Addo went to commission. Uncompleted E-gate, Bawumia went and stood there and was laughing, and the E-gate refused. Uncompleted things you were trying to launch, and you are here. People of Ghana are speaking clearly, and you still wouldn't want to listen.
Okay,
you still don't want to listen.
Prof has been honest enough to say that my idea, but don't also make it like, because economists also actually say government is not servicing any loan until 2027. They do honor and you be the real year of reckoning.
At least for now, yeah.
President Mama is doing a good job.
At least the first 1 year, let's applaud him.
Yeah. So let's take that membership, Prof. Baby. So also on the other side, with your kind, that's where he's coming from. Understand him. Tell him your face here. Good job. Yeah.
And this is for that. This is not the first time one more attacking me. Why?
Oh, Prof, it's not an attack. It's not an attack. I'm only helping you. I'm only helping you to upgrade yourself. See, some your phone, radio, no jai. Lift your game up a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you so much. And what
make the article, but my send article.
I'm say speech. I'm say, and then I'm a press conference.
My sending the number.
About I just have a comment, you know.
Oh, that's only the one responding to Nina.
Yeah, Team Ken US, and I'm person who reading my man for TV.
Did you remember?
About 5 years, Team Ken US. In fact, Brian Michael also person Johnny Mem said link don't have Emma or more problem because honestly see and I bias for Ken for Nama Bashi Bawumia for Team Michael Japan. But Team Ken US a director say they condemn Bawumia campaign team to using Adwa Safo as a woman whom Kennedy Japan shares 2 children with to campaign against him. Basically, that's what they are saying. Say comment here inciting that a mother of Ken's own children to be used politically to attack him in unethical. And Bawumia is being unethical, he's been irresponsible and very dangerous. Honorable Kennedy Japan and Miss Adwa Safo share a lifelong bond through the 2 children, and both must be able to coexist peacefully and to plan and safeguard the welfare of the children. Politicizing such a sensitive relationship risk and emotional harm to the innocent children lowers the standard. I think this is a very impressive statement. Say we're making but over Jerry Monday now. I have said Ken to going on UTV to fire Ken Adwa Safo when Oka Brocha no Siomba. Me, I thought Adwa Safo na yari because she was going through something. She had lost a child. But also na Kennedy Japan back boy and also so yari neba penny no. And I thought that one too was also unethical and irresponsible. Ken should have stayed quiet on that.
Yeah, but
I agree with statement. I agree with the statement we say. Bawumia no was unethical and irresponsible. But I think that Bibi should have caught you Bibi. But
let me clear something. That you see the difference is there. Then time and I can it was just about E-levy issue, right? But this time, a contest presidential primary.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This is the same person is involved. Adwa Safo and the children.
Well,
if you go
public, it's up to her.
I mean, see, I know they Adwa Safo they know but Ken neto born kane. Saba akuna one katana dejasono. Because Ken knew about Adwa Safo condition. He also knew about Kolano to condition. Tineka say,
if it gets to some point, you see, at the time, E-levy, when we were trying to pass E-levy, the country was held to ransom. Then it gets to a point where when the country is stopped and it's like we are waiting for one person. The person said, I want private jet. You made it available. The person said, unless you go and pay this money through my access bank, you made it available. I understand you, but you see, when you are holding a country to ransom, sometimes it gets to a point that even your husband must come out.
Private jet.
Do you remember, sir?
Going through something.
If you do remember, said guy now will shoot cake, no, never partner giving him up. So
yeah. Yes.
Exactly. So there are some cases beyond family.
That's a different example. That's
to the MPP. Oh, remember to the MPP, you know, when they were trying to pass their E-levy, which we told them was not going to solve their problem, at that point they needed her to come back and vote. And so they thought, say, going to speak on the matter, said, this is why, and this is what they did. And by the way, why are you not talking about the fact, if you're going to talk about that, then go into the fact that the MPP used an imposter for Ajasafo. If you're going to talk
about that. Ajasafo obviously finally came. Into we can't say imposter. Finally no buy.
Anyway,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
USA.
Prof,
Kennedy be president. No man a position near be no friend, family and friends. So ntite Bawumia de okwa no man a position ya. Obi antimi akisu the president say family and friends.
But Prof, who's asking
Prof, me first I just upon couch in the
very bad. You are not obedient. No,
who second bar all governance in the family and friends. And I like
yes.
it.
Because you know here appointment. Maybe an Canadian farmer now. And
I mean, Ken is going to work as a Ghanaian. Offer me yes, me mama me beji position, me madam for beji way, but rather no, or baba ye juma se Ghana ni. Obi this position be on the man.
Canadian man position young hame because
confirmation of Ken ability.
Yes,
but it was poorly worded. The way I just have to present it, and the money I said, oh, the open tea.
Yes.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. Oh man, coach,
Canadian man appointment here, and how be
yeah, because who said Honorable Renato she fire the Pobano about Koiko, and I bet you for Mukomuno. Now, I just have who bet you Nato she campaign.
Next week. America Prof that's baby multi switch statistics or no switch radio university but NDC comes team no only the brain behind it but on time kasenti I am of fire cylinder we that's baby fantastic expose now the mind about the bigger picture now obi an share down for Nigerian person. Thank you so much for today nti enu abe malike multi so no ne da mun na ma se mo join e na e wo jaso dwumedie Yankopon ya adoma next week e be champatron mo fan me say link no na a problem. And Mr. Abraham Michael also person joining next week show. No problem at all. I'll bring you on board. Why? Until now, me send him a link so that I will add you. If I'm a Vim lady, I will say for good night. Good night.